Happy Life, you're first by just a small margin. I see you too, Ernest. Good to see you. Big Haas. Hello. All right, trivia time. I'm plugging it in right now. So the trivia question is, guess my favorite childhood Halloween cookie. And let's get some emojis going in here too. Cookies, pumpkin, ghost, Big Hoss 920, people saying hi to each other. Hi, Jamie. Good to see you, Jamie. How are you? Mom says, I thought I'd be first. Waiting for Cornelius. Oh, Cornelius is here. Just, I've got so much junk on my sofa. Ugh. Oh, I feel like I'm just behind on my chores. My goodness. Gotta get tidied up. But Cornelius is right here. Yay! I'll keep him right over here on this tray. Okay, guess my favorite childhood Halloween cookie. There's so many great classic like homemade cookies. Nutter, butter, ghost cookies. Hershey, Kiss, Witch Hat cookies. Or, come on, pumpkin snickerdoodles. Pumpkin snickerdoodle cookies. Doodle. Doodle cookies. Okay. There you go. Trivia time. Trivia questions in there. Yabba Dabba Doo is here. I love that you updated your profile picture to the shot from the Chelsea game short that I posted. I love the new earrings. Yep, I've been wearing these earrings since my first live stream in October, which I think would have been last Wednesday. But I'm going to be wearing these earrings for all of October. Jamie, everything is great. A nice, cool, cozy, rainy day. I don't think we had rain today here in Minneapolis, at least not that I noticed, but it was cold today. Happy Life is saying hi to my mom. BD Bob, I'm doing good. Shaman, hello. Sudarshan and Abraham. All right, trivia question is in, so see if you can guess my favorite childhood Halloween cookie. I'm plugging in my second phone so I can pull up the NFL game. I know there's at least there's one going on, but let's see. NFL games today. It is the Chiefs and the Jaguars, that's right. That is right. Are they playing? Where are they playing tonight, guys? Oh, it's at Jacksonville. Okay. No, hold on. The score is saying it's the 1st and 10 at Jacksonville's 43-yard line, but I don't know where it's being played. Let's see. Mom says, hello, happy life. 7-0 Jacksonville. KK Kumar, hello. Pillsbury sugar cookies for the win. Honestly, those are so good. Horaha is here. Abi photographer, hello. Let's see. Jamie, Chiefs are winning. Yep, that's exact. Oh, they just went up from 7-0 to 13-0. Josiah and C, Monday down, 4 more to go. Yep, I was gonna mention that at some point on today's live stream. I feel like once it's gotten to the point where I feel like my sense of time is so warped that Wednesday used to be what they call hump day, but for me, that's already shifted back to Mondays, because I feel like once Mondays are done, Tuesday through Friday go so fast at work. So it's like just getting through Monday, the other 4 days of the week, which is like kind of sad because it's still 4 days, but it feels like when Monday is done and I get to this point where I'm hanging out on a live stream and chatting with all of you guys, I'm like, okay, Tuesday through Friday, it flies. It goes so fast. So Monday has become the new hump day for me. Immortal, I'm not Latino. Nope. Boo is here. A Money said hi. Sweet Chariot. You are incorrect. I eat pumpkin. Bam is asking cheese or avocado. Yabba Dabba Doo. NC. Sunny. I'm doing good. Princess Sofika. I do like Tim Burton movies. Yes. Cosborn, you should write down my live stream schedule. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Just think of it, starting on Mondays, I go live every other day of the week. So Monday, then Wednesday, then Friday, then Sunday. True Angel, Nutter Butter Ghost Cookies, yum. Rupert Bishop, hello my dear, a pleasant good evening. Good evening to you as well. I see there's 66 people here. Hello people. We've got Dima Petrov, hello Dima, from Ukraine. Guillermo Andrade, Alex is back. Optimus Prime is here. Tomorrow I work, so I have to wake up at 6 a.m. TBH, I love football, NFL football teams, except Steelers, Cowboys, Colts, and Chiefs. Okay. Scorpion says, I work until Saturday. Oh, man. Do you work 6 days a week? Like, do you do Monday through Saturday? Or is there a day during the Monday through Friday stretch that you don't work? NC says, totally agree. Alex, I'm something. Oh, okay. King is here, Immortal, Sweet Chariot, Nastiest Candies, Black Licorice, Candy Corn, Butterscotch. I actually like licorice. I am okay with candy corn. I mean, I would never buy it for myself. It's those things where like, I don't dislike candy corn, but I feel like, you know, when you get to, once you're like an adult and you're not eating a bunch of like kid foods, you can pass them in a grocery store and you're like, yeah, like it's there, but I would never buy it on a grocery run. Like there's so many foods like that where I'm like, yeah, I used to eat that as a kid, but I could buy it. I don't hate it, but I would never buy it for myself. Like in terms of sweets, I know the sweets that I like. I love chocolate, I love cookies, I love baked goods, like of different varieties, but it's like the sugary, like waxy candies or the sugary artificial fruit candies. Like I would like there is zero temptation to buy or reach for Skittles, zero temptation to reach for or buy Starburst, Jolly Ranchers. I don't buy hard candies. I never really liked them. There's just certain things where it's like I would eat them as a kid and I liked them, but now as an adult I'm like, I'm just never gonna eat them. So yeah, candy corn, I cannot think of the last time I ate a candy corn. It's been many years. One Up Top from Las Vegas, hello. Welcome to the live stream, One Up Top. Albino Rhino, let's see, Kill X15, Abraham, CU123, yes, these are natural freckles. I do get asked that. I don't even know where you would go. Maybe you guys can answer this question for me. Where do you go to get, I guess, a tattoo parlor? But like, where do people go to get tattoos or to get freckles tattooed onto their face? Because like my first thought is tattoo parlor, but I almost feel like you would want to go to like a medical office and have, because like doctors can do skin pigmentation for different things. And I feel like I would want like a MD or like a licensed doctor or like medical professional to be putting, I mean, I guess you can get tattoos on your face, but I don't think I would go to a tattoo artist or a tattoo parlor to have freckles put on my face. I would probably go to like I don't know if dermatologists do, like I don't know if skin doctors would do pigmentation, but yeah, these are real. And a lot of you know I am deathly afraid. At this point, I've gotten better. So I actually wouldn't say deathly afraid, but I am squeamish for sure. I'm very uncomfortable around needles and blood. I do not like going in for vaccines. I do not like I'll go in because I'm not going to neglect my health, but I do not like going in to get any type of vaccine needle stuck into me or having my blood drawn for labs. Like, oof. Yeah, and the idea of having freckles tatted on my, like a needle, like just going into my face right here. Oh my God, no, thank you. Tony just gave some hearts on a video. I can't tell which one, but I got the notification just now. Thank you, Tony. Maddie says, let's go Browns. Our Minnesota Vikings beat your Browns, was it yesterday, I think? Arifi Waha is in Morocco. I've been to your country. I was in Morocco in the summer of 2013, and it was a great time. Kate Smith, thank you. Have a blessed day yourself. Cosborn says, I know your schedule, but I've started my adult ed classes 2 weeks ago. Gotcha. Okay. Chico, my dad is Ethiopian. I am half Ethiopian. Metin Yildizer, I think, from Istanbul. I'm doing good. I do know a little bit of Turkish. Nasılsın, Metin. Rish the fish. How to put on freckles. Can't help you there because I've had these freckles since I was born because they're in my genes. Maddie, did the Browns beat the Vikings? They did not. King 23mm. Felgor Thule. Hello. Thank you very much. Old Glory. Tay Mason. Optimus Prime, I'm still staying off most sugar from candy because I'm going for protein and other things. Yes, Optimus Prime, that has been my life lately. So I mean, you guys saw me make cookies on my 24-hour live stream. I feel like I did a more recent thing with like sugar or whatever. I like chocolate, but I feel like I'm trying to be much more vigilant about my sugar intake. I was telling my sister this not too long ago, but I've been trying to come up with like new food rules that aren't too complicated and I don't have to spend a lot of like brain energy thinking about them. But 2 food rules that I have that I want to like cement for myself are, 1, if I'm gonna eat sugar, it's gonna be for dessert. I don't want sugar creeping into my breakfast. I don't want it creeping into my drinks. I don't want sugar creeping into my lunch or my dinner or my snacks. If I'm gonna commit to sugar, like I will still eat sugar, but it's going to intentionally, explicitly be for dessert, not for anything else. Second food rule that I am thinking about, I'm not 100% sure, I will stick to it, but I love the way The Rock has structured, like he's not vegan. I'm not saying I'm gonna eat like him exactly, but he eats super clean whole foods. He has like fish, like fresh fish fillets and lots of veggies and protein. Like he eats super clean for 6 days of the week. And then he has the most epic cheat days. I think they're on Sundays, but like one day of the week, he has an epic, no restrictions cheat day. And he documents his cheat days on Instagram, and it's because the man is massive. He's like the size of Kilimanjaro. This man's cheat meals, like just for entertainment purposes, you guys should go to The Rock's Instagram page and scroll. There's even articles written about this in like People and Variety, but like it's comedy because this man, I mean, he goes all out on his cheat days. I'm not saying I don't think I would go that ham, but I like the idea of, you know, having a designated day where it's like, yes, I'm gonna enjoy lots of sweet treats this day, and then it's back to the routine. It's similar to like vacation versus like your regular routine work life. It's like you work most of the time, you're regimented most of the time, but then you also set aside time to have fun and just like do whatever you want because you gotta live a little too. But The Rock's epic cheat days are so funny because the man, I mean, it's like a stack of 12 like face size chocolate chip peanut butter pancakes that are like drowning in maple syrup with like shots of tequila and double bacon cheeseburgers with fries and like a dozen donuts, and he eats all of it. Like the man goes crazy on his, crazy or just, he goes all in on his cheat days. So I was thinking like, I think that'd be fun to have like Saturday sweets or Sunday sweets, something like that. But then like, Monday through Friday, be pretty like, all right, in the routine, in the groove, meal prep, all this stuff. And then just like have more relaxed food rules on the weekends. Still thinking about it, but I have ideas. Rish the Fish, an adult that is not interested in eating candy outside of Halloween, groundbreaking. Jamba Juice. Jeremy, Yabba Dabba Doo. Hannah, part of our Halloween village bash is making monster ghoulish gingerbread men and girls. I've never heard of that as a type of Halloween cookie. Vince Wilson is in Nashville. I was in Nashville back in, I think it was the summer of 2016, and I really liked it there. Hi, Georgie. Is it Cello from Ecuador? Arthur Lujano with the thumbs up. Immortal. Sorry, itchy nose, driving me crazy. Sweet Chariots. Lorenzo, Hussein, Peace and Joy is here. Thank you, Cosborn. Let's see. Chip Broadhead, poor gingerbread man. All he wanted was to be eaten. Now there's a storm dripping up. Coffee, Mary, Rish the Fish. Honestly, freckles increase your chance of... I disagree with that. Georgie, Victor Garcia. Let's see, Lorenzo. NC, coffee bringing positive vibes as usual. I know, coffee is the absolute best. Betsy, I absolutely hate blood, especially early in the morning. Hoo-hoo. Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. G2 Kumar. Eyebrow tattoos, I've heard of those. Yabba Dabba Doo. Victor Garcia from Mexico. I like this. Chip Broadhead said, so you respect Mike Tyson for his face tattoo. I love Mike Tyson's face tattoo. That man is such a baller. So, oh my gosh, like that man is a beast. So yeah, it like fits him so well. I really like Mike Tyson's face tattoo. Luis, hello. Gopal Kumar. Hey, Avi, it has been a minute. How are you? I'm doing good. Just drinking some decaf coffee. Wonders of the world. You used to have freckles all over your face, but they disappeared when you got older. Okay. I hope mine don't disappear as I get older. Thank you, J.R. Phillips. I'm glad you like the earrings. These were a gift from my mom for my birthday. You know what's crazy, guys? Is I remember getting so excited, like being a month out and then being a week out from my birthday, which was September 13th. And now it's not quite a month after my birthday, but my birthday was on the 13th of September, and the 13th of October is not that far away. So I'm like, oh my God, you guys, time is going so fast. Shabazz Khan, Insane Indian is here. Girth Demon. I do get the Steph Curry comment, a decent amount on here. Hi, Michael Schultz, good to see you. How are you doing? Jose Romo. NC, I only need a bite of something sweet after dinner. Yes, NC, I'm this way too. I love having a square of chocolate or like a little bowl of granola or something, but just like massive amounts of sugar, I just don't tolerate them very well. I think about how much, when you're a kid, I would say like under age 15, maybe even 18, I just feel like your body is so resilient. Like kids can just eat tons of sugar and just I feel like just ram around, do crazy stuff, and not feel the effects of it. This was my experience at least. But yeah, I mean, I just would eat tons of sugar as a kid, and I also was super active, so I would like run around, probably burn a lot of it off. But man, if I ate all the candy, all the sweets, all the baked goods that I just ate as a kid and didn't think twice about, I would not be comfortable if I did that now at age 32. Ha ha ha, says hola mamacita es Berno. Hello. Jose Romo, Jeffrey from the USA. Good to see you, Jeffrey. Let's see, Michael Cosborn, are you a monk fruit fiend on non-sugar days? Monk fruit. I'm trying to think if I have anything that's sweetened with monk fruit. I don't know. I try to just like not, I think it's good to kind of try to train yourself to not necessarily need something sweet all the time. So no, I don't think I eat a lot of stuff with monk fruit in it. Cosborn. Yeah, but Hannah the Rock has slimmed down. Check his tastes photos. I mean, he was never like, he's still fit, but he has epic cheat days. Claudia, Michael, Alone Life 302, Azali, Julio Martinez from Mexico, Lisa, hello Lisa, with the Hannah, Squirrel, Minnesota, and Tofu member emojis. Adnan Khan, let's see, Georgie Cello, I'm gonna go with Cello from Ecuador. Let's see, we got Georgie and someone asking, am I Mexican? No. Art Nabin, hello. Hi, AJ. Abdu is from Senegal. Hi, Abdu. Robert Westover, thank you so much. Let's see, is it Rusick, maybe? Timothy Taylor. Michael Schultz, doing fine. How was your day? Had a good, solid Monday. Happy Life said hi. Shortsify. Coffee. Pascal Jerome, good to see you. Abraham Gaska is back. Good to see you as well. Patrick, I'm laughing at your comment. I'm 39. If I tried to eat my childhood diet now, I would literally die. I don't know if it would be that extreme for me if I tried it, if I just reverted back fully to the way I ate. But I mean, the thing is, eating as a kid between the ages of 0 to 18, I wasn't I wouldn't check nutrition labels. I wasn't thinking about protein. I wasn't thinking about carbs. I wasn't thinking about sugar or fats or like calories. It was like, I'd eat when I was hungry. I'd snack. I would have candy on Halloween. I'd eat a lot of cake on my birthday, get donuts, on weekend mornings. Yeah, but I feel like as time has gone on, like starting at age 18, because that's when I went vegan, I feel like as the years have gone by, I'm now 32. So between 18 and 32, I think I've learned a lot more and like tried to understand and just test out like, okay, this is how I feel when I eat this kind of food. So maybe let's try to have like a balanced meal and don't eat I can eat pretty late still, so that doesn't bother me, but I try to be more mindful of like, am I eating something that's ultra processed? Am I eating something that has a ton of sugar in it? Am I eating something that's going to be like really hard to digest and give me like stomach aches or nausea? And so it's like over time I've tried to be like way more intentional and way more informed about what I'm eating instead of just like, oh, that looks good, I'm going to eat it. I'm hungry, I'm just going to eat this. Because it's like I think you should pay attention to what you're eating every single day, because it can over time that does affect your health one way or another. But yeah, if I went back to middle school, I have such funny memories from middle school that involve food. I remember walking to a gas station with friends and getting a bunch of Krispy Kreme donuts. I don't even know if they sell them in gas stations anymore. I don't think we have any Krispy Kremes here in Minnesota, but I have such a fond memory of walking to a gas station in suburbia where I grew up and getting a ton of Krispy Kreme donuts and then just pigging out with friends. I remember going to another, not a gas station, but it was like just like an easy, quick convenience store with friends, and we bought like a box of Pop-Tarts and just wiped them out. I remember going to the snack bar at our high school, no, it was our middle school cafeteria and high school cafeteria. I would get, oh my gosh, these like ice cream Twix bars. I would get Snickers. I would get cookies. I would get like whoopie pies. I mean, I would just eat whatever I felt like eating. Mac and cheese, pizza, cheesy bread. And it's like, I felt fine. Like, I had a great childhood. I was super active, like, did good in school, like, whatever. But I'm like, oof. Like, if I just abruptly started eating that way now at age 32, after a lot of years of, like, trying to be cleaner with my diet, I think I would be very ill by, like, day 3 of eating that way. Happy Life says hi to Pascal, Jao Souza, Abdul Latif, Yabba Dabba Doo. Hannah, as a kid, I had bright ginger hair. I remember you saying that you're a natural redhead. They disappeared from my face when I hit puberty. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I've made it through puberty clearly, so hopefully my freckles will stick around forever. Usu Ray says hi, Hannah. Hi, Ray. How are you? I wish I had my notebook here with me because I had written down, you had said when your surgery is. I think I see my notebook over here. I do have it over here. Ooh. I don't have a pen though. But Ray, I have your surgery down as October 28th. So yes, that's not too far off. That's like, what, 3 weeks away? Mel is here. Austin Burns, go Vikings. Abdul Latif said hi. Julio Martinez, 6'7". All right. Sophia, Pete, excuse me. Alice Doman, Patrick Flaherty, Sam, I had no clue about nutrition until I was much older. Yes, I mean, they teach you the food pyramid here in the United States. I don't know about Canada or other countries. So that's like a helpful starting point because you're like, okay, like these are broad categories of foods, but it doesn't really teach you about like the macronutrients, like proteins versus carbs versus, I mean, I guess like the bread group at the bottom of the food pyramid. I think they've replaced the food pyramid though. I think they actually scrapped that in the United States, and I think they came up with something else. But when I was in school as a millennial, I was in kindergarten in the year 2000, and then I graduated from high school, grade 12, in 2012. My grade school years tracked the actual year, calendar year. So in 2005, I was in 5th grade. Every time I finished a grade, it was that calendar year. So I finished 6th grade in 2006. I finished 9th grade in 2009. I finished 11th grade in 2011. So that's like a handy way I can remember exactly what grade I was in based on the year of the 2000s. And when I was in grade school, our nutrition guide was the food pyramid. Bernard, I'm doing good. How about you, Bernard? Abraham Gaska says the great pumpkin earrings. Yes, actually, I was thinking of I'm feeling very much like I'm trying to do too much at once because I want to watch the Kansas City Chiefs game. I have the live score up on my computer, but I also wanted to put like a Halloween show on. I haven't gotten around to, pulling up the actual NFL game on my phone, so let's do that. Pelelina, Yabba okay, what's your verdict on Taylor Swift's album? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, her stuff sells super well. Honestly, I really don't like her album. And I say this as a Swiftie. Like, you guys know I love her stuff. I've been listening to her since middle school. My favorite album is Reputation. I love 1989. I think her masterwork is the Folklore album that came out in 2020. But, like, not a fan of this album. I don't like the lyrics. I just, like, nothing really. I loved the first track. Like, it was so promising. I sat down to listen to her album, and I sat down to listen to her album, played track 1, The Fate of Ophelia, obsessed. Still obsessed with it. I love that song. I've played it probably like 50 times now. But then I moved on to all the other songs, and I was like, I didn't really like that one. Track 3. Did not like that. Track 4. Did not like that. And honestly, by track like 8 or 9, I think I had like 3 left. I was like, I do not like this album. I don't like the writing. I don't like, it's some of the lyrics I found kind of cringy. Like, I think her writing is really good, but it's just some of them I'm like, oof, yeah, not a fan. So I'm not saying this as a hater because, I mean, she's Taylor Swift, and I went to go see her 2 years ago at the Eras Tour. Amazing time, best concert I've ever gone to. I mean, I think she is brilliant and an incredible writer, and I've really enjoyed or loved all of her albums up until this one, but no, I really did not like this one. So this one is an anomaly for me. I was like, dang, this is the first Taylor Swift album I do not like. But, I mean, yes, regardless of what critics say and what the reception is, she is going to sell crazy, I mean, she's Taylor Swift. She's going to sell tons and tons of records. Bishop Bullwinkle, hello. Chukwu Dumebi. My name is Hannah. Kansas Owens, hello. Why Kaios, Big Boo Dexter. I'm vegan, so that's my diet. Patrick Flaherty, I went from about 250 to 165. It's crazy how different I felt when I cleaned up my diet. Yes, Patrick, preach, because I can tell you, I mean, I've always been athletic and fit, like, in my life, but I would say more so just like stomach and like lethargic and sleepiness. Like, I feel like when I eat really clean, I can feel it. Like, I'm a runner, so I can tell when I've been eating super clean because I feel light as a feather, super trim, and super fast when I run. And also on the flip side, if I've been eating like super lush fried stuff, more sugar, more processed stuff, it shows when I run because I'm like, oh my God, this is miserable. I feel like I weigh 1,000 pounds. This run is so not fun. I can't wait to get it over. It's just the experience of doing workouts when I've been eating really clean versus just not super clean it's very noticeable. I can tell. It's way more enjoyable when I've been eating way more clean. Saji, Kevin, hello. Lisa says prayers for surgery for Ray, yes. Libas says salute. Teddy Trevor is here. Hi, Teddy. ASDF, yes, I am wearing different earrings today. I'm wearing these pumpkin earrings for the month of October. They were a gift from my mom for my birthday last month. Ray says my surgery is in 3 weeks. Not sure if we're going through with it. I met with my surgeon and he didn't know which surgery he was performing on me. He kept saying spinal fusion, not discectomy. Oof. I mean, I would want to have that fully figured out before any type of surgery. If I were heading into a surgery, I would want to have the plan ironed out and for sure knowing everything that's going to happen before actually you get to surgery day. Crazy Barber is here. Ahmed. Barry McCockner. Hello, Barry. Ahmed, man in the box. I wouldn't say I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm like, okay, they're there. Boo Chiefs. Michael Schultz is a Chiefs fan. Excuse me. Hi, Luke. Let's see. ASDF, the food pyramid was designed with multiple objectives in mind. One of those I skipped a line here. One of those objectives was to get Americans to eat more grain-based products because we grow a lot of those domestically. That makes sense. Man in the box. Barry, nice job running the marathon. Oh, it was not a marathon. It was not even half of a marathon. I ran a 10-mile race. I actually have the medal over here on my couch from yesterday because I was showing people this finisher medal. So it says, if you look really close, it says Medtronic TC 10 mile and then 2025. The race was yesterday. And then you can see on the band, it says 10-mile finisher 2025. So I ran a 10 mile. A marathon is 26.2 miles. So quite a bit longer than a 10 mile. Don J is here. Patrick, I'm a Patriots fan. Don't look now, but we're back in business. Oh, I was looking. I was watching the Patriots and the Bills yesterday, and you guys handed the Bills their first loss of the season. I was shocked to see it. Fox Mulder, thank you. Hi and bye. Okay. Rated Frog is here. Thank you, Fabian G. Tav is here. The game on. Yeah, I'm watching I don't know if I can play this. I've got my handy dandy NFL app going on here because that was one of my, probably the birthday gift that I gave to myself was subscribing to the NFL oh my God, trying to think here. I gifted myself a NFL Plus subscription for the next few months. All right, so it looks like, is it halftime? What is going on here? Okay, sorry guys, so rude. Okay. ASDF, Taylor Swift is an amazing businesswoman and entertainer. Very few people can handle her level of fame and success, and she handles it very well. Yes, I mean, she has wanted this forever. Like, you can look at interviews of her when she was, like, baby Taylor Swift, like probably 14, 15, being interviewed, and she's like, oh my God, it'd be the coolest thing if I was famous and I was a pop star. So, like, this girl has worked her behind off to get where she is. I mean, I think her net worth now with this new album, The Life of a Showgirl, is $2 billion. She was at, like, last I checked, her net worth was like $1.7 billion. This was a few months ago, but now with this new album, that'll easily cross her over the $2 billion mark. So very savvy businesswoman. She's super generous, just throws money, pays crazy tips to her band, to her workers. She's very good at marketing. She's very good at her brand. It's like, yeah, you cannot deny the girl has made so many brilliant moves as a businesswoman and as an artist. I mean, she has clearly natural gifts as an artist, but on top of that, I feel like her business savvy is so, so impressive. Joey, hello. Abu Balawi, I'm a Hitman is back. Oh no, Rated Frog, you're sick. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully you can just lay low and, yeah, just like not overexert yourself. All right, got the game on right here, I think. Tony, hello. Tony Schiavone booster seat. Excuse me. Lucho Pie, thank you. Cosborn, some of them lyrics are interesting to say the least. I know. I mean, she's not afraid to just speak her mind. One of the things I admire about Taylor Swift is she just writes honestly. Like she's even said, she's like, I'm just trying to be honest with my lyrics. Like, these are things that people say and think all the time. I just put them into my songs and people are like, oh my God, she said that. And it's like, come on. Like, we watch shows and movies and listen to rap songs where they're saying things that are like 10,000 times racier than what she says. So yeah, some of her lyrics are explicit. But yeah, it just wasn't my album. I just was like, no, not feeling this one, Taylor. But again, I'm a fan, and I'm one person saying I don't like the album. Rob the Builder, Chad Bad Bear, Yabba Dabba Doo. I've not listened to the Taylor Swift album, and I've had the same feedback. It's very Marmite. Oh, funny. Yeah, I mean, my sister, I was talking to my sister this past weekend about what she thought about the Taylor Swift album, the new one, The Life of a Showgirl, and she really liked it. And I was like, I did not like it. And she's like, what? Really? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm saying this to you as a Swiftie. Like, I did not like this album. Like, I really didn't like this album. I loved track 1, and then I was so disappointed because all the other tracks, I just was like, okay, skip. Not skip, but like, I listened to it once. I'm not gonna listen to it again. Next track, next track, next track, next track. And I was like, shoot, I only like track 1. This sucks. But I mean, track 1 is awesome. Luke, big white guy from Remember the Titans. I think I've seen that, but it's been a long time. Game Stream TV, Sabertudo. Is that, okay, Chad Bad Bear, do you think video games make us more violent? I don't know. I mean, in some cases, sure. But I feel like you could probably demonstrate with like tons of people who have grown into healthy, like well-adjusted adults that played really violent video games. Like, actually, I mean, I can think of people in college I knew who would play video games. They'd play like Call of Duty, Halo, Grand Theft Auto, and it's like they were very academic, they were very nice. It's like I don't know if it's just like, yeah, you play violent video games and you're more violent. I don't think you can just generally say that, but I don't know. Michael Schultz, didn't you have a marathon coming up? No, I don't have a marathon coming up, Michael Schultz. For real. I have a half marathon, though, that I'm registered for. Wada Alush, Laura My Tunes is here. Hi, Laura. QZQ, Navaraj is here. Truth is, Wada, Laura My Tunes. Oops, meant to put a waving hand. Gotcha, Laura. Laura My Tunes, what are you drinking? I'm drinking some decaf Starbucks coffee. It's delicious. Marcos Zelaya is asking, are you hungry? I'm not hungry. No, I ate dinner before this live stream. Luke says, you're supposed to bite the metal. LOL. Marcos, Marshmallow, Yabba Dabba Doo. Can I hear your laundry or dishwasher? Yes, dishwasher. Laura My Tunes, you go girl. That is awesome. Cosborn, must be nice to be awesome. There, Freckled Hannah. Thank you, Cosborn. JTabs, username 1536. Yamantube is here. Chris Fisher, you have a calming spirit and soul about you. Thank you. I do my best to keep it chill, family friendly, positive, welcoming, and just not, like, I'm not doing anything crazy on here. I stay away from the very divisive, I don't want to say toxic, because I don't think, it's just I stay away from like very hot button or sensitive topics, because it's like I'm just not on here to argue with people. I'm not on here, I'm already very neutral on here and positive, and there's still trolls and haters, and it's like, just for personal preference, I don't veer into the realm of like political opinions. What are the other ones? Oh my God. I never talk about them on here. I don't do political opinions. I don't do, religious beliefs. I don't do romantic, none of that. No, it's just, I keep it very chill on here. And I really love chatting with people. I just try to keep it relaxing and fun. Coffee, Marshmallow, Ren Ben, hello. Yes, Shaika, you are correct. I mean, Taylor Swift. I was listening to her album, and one of the lyrics that stuck with me, and I was like, dude, I love this. The lyrics are "Married to the Hustle," and I was like, ooh, girl has been married to the hustle for, God, when did she start? I mean, she's 35-ish now, and, or is she? No, she's gonna be 36, I think. Because she's 1989. Yeah, she's gonna be 36 this year, I believe. And she started when she was like 14, maybe even 13. So yeah, married to the hustle for 2 decades. Girl is crazy. Yep, owning her masters. That is so, I mean, that is amazing. The fact that she has, I feel like it's like her, it feels like a hero story where they like get their victory at the end and she's gotten her masters back. Like, oh my God, it's such a like good karma ending. Not ending, because she's not done yet, but in her story arc, it's like, dude, she like, it feels like justice was served and she actually got, you know, what was due to her. Roses, thank you. These are pumpkins, if you look very closely. Pumpkin earrings. Dexterity, Vikings beat the Browns. I'm guessing Hershey Kiss cookies. My grandma used to make those. Yes, they're a fave. Let's see what people are saying. I haven't been checking. Also, 47 minutes already. Okay, you guys are, it looks like Witch Finger Cookies has the most, and then Hershey Kiss Witch Hat Cookies. Oh, no, hold on. It's Pumpkin Snickerdoodle Cookies, then Hershey Kiss, then Nutter Butter. Okay. All right, SM, good to see you. Naveed Khan is here. Tater Tot. Samly Tresser. The Viral Club, Roz is here, Suresh is here. SM says, Hannah, what's the shirt say? LOL, it's reminding me of Guy Fieri. This is a Harley Davidson motorcycles shirt that I got at the Minnesota State Fair this summer. Ronnie Flinter from Ireland, amazing. Love your country. First time in the live, how are you? I'm doing good. It's a good Monday night for me. If you're in Ireland, then it's early in the morning on Tuesday for you. I'm gonna guess it's going on like 3 in the morning where you're at, or maybe 4. But yeah, I'm doing good, Ronnie. Welcome to the live. We've got Prince Wilk, the Viral Club, Wanderer is here. Park Osterwich, Stephen Bones, Allie. The stress I'm under is so much. Oh. MA thinks Taylor Swift was overrated. Samantha, if you say you love me. All right. SM, yeah, I think Taylor's reign is over. LOL, this album is being propped up by the media, but all IRL people I've heard don't like it at all. I mean, that's the thing is, there's always going to be the diehard Swifties. So I think like no matter what the critics say, I think she will always have her base of like die hard, ride or die Swifties. Like no matter the critical acclaim, no matter like how, I mean, anyone can judge how well it's received, how poorly it's received, what people think, she will always have her army of Swifties who, you know, buy her albums, buy her merch, go to her concerts, etc. But I feel like this is the first time where I've heard more, like, because I feel like every album drop so far has been like very positive. Fans of Taylor Swift really like it. And this is the first one where I was like, maybe it's just me, but I really don't like this album. Like it's just like I'm not gonna be listening to it again, except for track 1. And then I got like it's probably because everything, like all the algorithms and the internet track your info. But I got recommended a video on YouTube, and it was like a critical review of this album, The Life of a Showgirl. And I was cracking up at this video because the girl who's reviewing the album, like, she you have to be very careful when you play, especially Taylor Swift's music, because the copyright will catch it if it's not like a tiny snippet. But she pulled out like these little snippets of like what I thought were like the cringiest lyrics, and I was chuckling along with the video because I'm like, okay, I feel validated now a little bit because people have such strong opinions about Taylor Swift, and it's like, she is the best ever. And I'm like, yeah, but you can still like be critical. Like, you can still not enjoy an artist's work it's art. So it's like, it's open to opinion and interpretation. And this video, I watched it, I was like, okay, I'm not the only one who had this reaction to this album. It just was like not for me. And I was like, okay, I'm agreeing with what this girl's review video is saying. Zayurl Clesio is here. Michael Schultz, so did you stay at your pace you were wanting to keep? Yes, I was not going for a PR time, Michael. I was running this race for the scenery. I'll show the medal again. I know I'm behind in the chat. But yes, so for this race, this lovely Twin Cities TC 10-mile race, this was my 4th time running this race. I would say it's my favorite race of all the distance races that I've run. Here's what the band looks like, the band that goes around your neck. But I was not running it for a personal best. I was not running it for a specific time. I wasn't trying to qualify for anything. I was running it strictly for enjoyment, health benefit, scenery, supporters, funny signs, the beautiful fall colors along the route. I mean, it just, to me, it is like one of the best treats of the fall season. Being here in the Minneapolis Twin Cities area is running this 10-mile race. It's also just, I like having distance races on my calendar to keep me accountable. Because it's like, I'll still train if I'm not signed up for anything, but I am definitely sticking to a training plan if I've paid to be registered for a race. So I love being registered for a race to keep me accountable, but this was just a fun run. I also vlogged it too because I wanted to make it into a vlog. So that'll be next Monday's vlog. Rachie is here. Yay, Chica. So good to see you. Sorry, I know I'm behind in the chat. I've been yapping. Yes, I am watching the Chiefs Jaguars. Again, gotta be careful here, but I've got my NFL app going. Looks like it's 14-7. Jags actually have a good record. 3-1. Okay, Barry, I can't stand Taylor Swift, but to be fair, I can't stand most girly music. I would say this is it's comical as someone who's a fan of Taylor Swift. I feel like most guys who I've ever known in my life, high school, college, grad school, and coworkers, it's either just like neutral, don't know anything about her, never listen to her music, or like actively dislike her. I feel like, just generally speaking, I don't think your typical guy listening to music likes listening to Taylor Swift. And I think it's because a lot of it is because her writing is so relatable as a girl, like who's grown up. I would say if you're a girl who's grown up in, I don't even know if Western countries strictly, but it's just the female experience of like disappointment and heartbreak and going through drama at school, insecurities, depression, jealousy. I mean, my sister Rachie was saying, it's like you're reading the diary entries of a girl who's going through different things. And so it's like interesting to listen to, and a lot of it is just so relatable, I would say, to female listeners and not as much male listeners. But yeah, it cracks me up because I feel like it's so female dominant, her fan base, which isn't a surprise. Lisa with the Cornelius member emoji. Woohoo! Yes. Ali is in, or maybe it's Ali from Turkey. Park Osterwich Coffee saying hi to Rachie. Ivica Stanoikovsky in Macedonia. Hello. Hi, Phil. Hi, Kaos. Half marathon is still big. You have to be prepared at least a little. Yes, I would not go into a half marathon cold without any training. No way. Clesio, Aiden from the UK, Rocket Kenny, Toby, hello. Shaika, well, we like you for your positive vibes. Thank you. X, I do get the Doja Cat comment a lot. Lisa says, yeah, you are so chill. I find it relaxing after a long day at work. Yes, that is, I mean, that's my goal. Not that I'm like trying to be this way, but I'm just like, okay, I want YouTube to be fun. I want it to be viewable. Like, I want to reach as many people as possible, which is why I keep my stuff family friendly. I don't swear on here. I keep it very G-rated PG because I'm like not trying to do... Internet is forever, okay? That's like such a truth of the modern age. Internet is forever. If you do or say or write crazy stuff online, it's there forever. Even people who like delete a tweet or they delete a YouTube video or they delete an Instagram post, people can always screenshot stuff with timestamps and be like, look at what so-and-so said or did, and then they took it down. I mean, I'm not trying to do anything crazy on here, and I feel like I like to keep it relaxing and fun, because if it's stressful, if it's toxic, if it's just not fun, then I would not, like, this would not be a sustainable schedule at all. So I like to keep it fun, and I like to keep it chill and positive. Dav is here. Thank you so much. All right, Shaika, Cornelius, Twain, Monkey Man, Jacoby, hello. Hey, what's today's topic? I don't know if we've had one specific topic today. Also, apologies, I'm getting to your comment late because I'm behind in the chat, and it's just been a busier night than normal. But we've been talking about, well, I've got the, ooh, did Trevor Lawrence score? Yes, he did. I like Trevor Lawrence. I've been a fan of his since he got drafted out of college. I think he was at Clemson. Oh, he scored it himself. Nice. He ran it in himself. Hell yeah, Trevor. I see you. Okay. Low-key love Trevor Lawrence. Okay, sweet. So I've been watching, I'm trying to be really careful. Like, you gotta be really careful about what you show that's like copyrighted. But I am watching the NFL game, Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Kansas City Chiefs. They're playing in Jacksonville. We've also been talking about the new Taylor Swift album, which is called The Life of a Showgirl. I'm a Swiftie. I've loved all of her albums up until this one. I really don't like this one, though. I will be honest. Not a fan. The songs just, like, they didn't do anything for me. I didn't find them catchy. With the exclusion of track 1, which I love, all the other ones, I was like, geez, like, this is cringy, this is boring, it's forgettable. Yeah, not a fan. But yeah, that's my opinion. You can disagree with me. Kevin, I am half Ethiopian and half European mix of English, Irish, German, and Dutch. I gotta close this poll because we've hit an hour now, guys. So I will get to the results eventually. I know I'm very behind, sorry. Shaika in Qatar, it's Tuesday, 5 a.m. Wow. I don't think I realized you were in Qatar, Shaika. Of course, I don't have a pen with me. Shoot. 1 second, I'm gonna snatch a pen. BRB, guys. Hate to leave you for a second, but I'll come back. All right, I'm back. So, Shaika, I want to write down the fact that you are in Qatar, because I did not know that. Shaika is in Qatar. Wow, and you guys are 8 hours ahead of us. Kevin, surname Almighty, Ches Rich is here. Wow, we got 82 people here. Hello, 82. This is the busiest my life has been in several months. So welcome everybody. This is awesome. Ches Rich is asking, when did you quit wearing the Christmas earrings? Don't worry, you will see them again, probably my first live stream in November. But I've been wearing these earrings since last week, when I think it was probably on Wednesday, which was my first live stream. That would have been October 1st, I think. But I decided that for the month of October, because Halloween is my favorite holiday and the whole spooky season is just the best, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna swap out the Jingle Bell earrings for the month of October and instead wear these pumpkin earrings. Ali, Yabba Dabba Doo, do you think it will be baby time for Taylor Swift? It could be. I think so. AZ Joe, thank you so much. Yes, Harley Davidson. I always go to the Harley Davidson tent at the Minnesota State Fair. I don't know if I would ever own a Harley Davidson, to be quite honest, because the roads are so dangerous, and I don't think I could justify the risk of being on the open road on a motorcycle. Even if I was wearing all the right stuff, it's just like, it's you out there with the cars and the trucks. And it's like, it just don't feel like it's worth the risk. But I do love, I love the company Harley Davidson. So I just decided to buy a shirt. Rizky, hello. Kevin, she's a billionaire and bought back most of her masters. She's winning life. Oh yeah. No disagreement with you there. Barry, Coffee, Peter, thank you so much. Yeah, I would say naturally I'm a happy person. But I also will say, I have very little to be unhappy about in my life. I mean, everybody has setbacks of some kind, but in the grand scheme of things, I try to always remember, I could have way more things to complain about and be upset about. So yeah, I'm generally very happy with my life. And, yeah, I consider myself very fortunate and try not to be negative or complain about stuff. Because if there is stuff that I can find to complain about, it's very small potatoes compared to what other people have to complain about. Coffee, I see that you left a comment on something. I got the notification on my phone. Thank you so much for that. CJ McCrae, good to see you. Phil, do you like cannabis? Fair question. It's now legal in Minnesota and it's everywhere. I personally do not like cannabis. I have smoked cannabis once. Probably the right term would be I've smoked marijuana once. I hated it. I felt terrible. So I'm a one and done person. I was like, all right, I'll try it. To me, this feels like a low risk activity and I'm okay doing it once to see what I think of it, to keep an open mind. And I absolutely hated it. And I was like, all right, I've done it once in my life. I will check that box. I've done it. I did not like it and I have no desire to do it ever again. So I personally don't like cannabis and marijuana. I don't like the smell of marijuana. I don't purchase anything with THC or cannabinoids. I can't even keep all of the products straight in my head because there's CBD, there's THC, there's hemp, there's cannabis, there's I'm like, I don't even, this whole universe of cannabis derived products, I'm like, I don't even know what this is anymore. So no, I don't like cannabis personally. I do like it though. I love that it can help people with medical conditions. I believe I read that you can use cannabis or marijuana to treat seizures. Any person who is going through like a medical situation and that can really help their symptoms, like I'm happy for like the medical usages of cannabis. Michelle Thomas, JP, Barry, Daniel R is waving hello. Barry says, I feel personally attacked by Taylor Swift lyrics. Okay. Yabba dabba do Hannah, guys, go through all those emotions as well, but we have to hide them. I mean, you shouldn't have to hide them. I mean, in 2025, like, this is as good a time as ever for guys to actually be open and honest about their feelings. So I'm gonna disagree with you there. JP, I love the cup. I'm glad you do. It's my Halloween fave. Also, we made it to 100 likes. Thank you so much, guys. Serene Sin, Coffee, Berry, The Hangover Experience, Daniel R, Miss Cat, Earring Lady, yes. It is a tied game. Is it though? Because it looks like did someone just score? It looked like the Chiefs might have just scored, but no. Tie game, 14-14, guys. Okay, Coffee, let's get Hannah to 250 likes. I always love your encouragement, Coffee, with the likes. Liliana, thank you so much. Matuza Fitness is here. Ivica, Hannah, what's your favorite color? My favorite color is pink. JP, yes, I changed my earrings. Marcos Antonio is new. Welcome, Marcos. Abraham Gaska says, yup. Daniel R, I love your earrings. Let's see, H8, thank you. Susibaka, Frisco, is it Muslimov? Hello. Brad, Pumpkin Spice Cheerios, I saw your comment earlier. Hi, William Barry, great to see you. Apologies for the loud noise in the background. It's my dishwasher because I'm doing dishes tonight. Okay, finally, I know I'm delayed in the chat, but I'm trying to get to everyone's comments. So for those of you who are annoyed, it's because I'm trying to get to your comment and everybody else's. So the first trivia question for tonight was, guess my favorite childhood Halloween cookie. Which finger cookies got the most votes? You guys should know. For those of you who are new, you wouldn't know this, but it's never the first option in my polls. Which finger cookies was listed first? It's not which finger cookies. We actually never had those cookies in my household growing up. I have seen them, but like my mom would not make those cookies. So it's not which finger cookies. Pumpkin snickerdoodle cookies. I don't think I've ever had that before, unless like I've made a little cookie experiment here recently, but I did not have pumpkin snickerdoodle cookies growing up. So it's not that. Nutter Butter Ghost Cookies, 21% of you said that. That is correct. That is my favorite Halloween cookie from childhood. That has the most nostalgia and they're delicious. I love Nutter Butters. I mean, I did not grow up vegan. So my mom would have this fondue pot and she would melt big old blocks of white chocolate in her fondue pot. And as a kid, I remember thinking it was the most fun thing to take. We would have like a set of prongs and we would pick up the Nutter Butters one by one, drop them into the cauldron basically of melted white chocolate, turn around, like flip the cookie around in there so that it's coated on both sides, lift the Nutter Butter out of the cauldron of melted white chocolate, put it on a wire cookie rack so that the excess melted chocolate could just drip down through onto a paper towel. And then we would take oh shoot, what happened in this game? Whoa, but to finish the story, take 2 chocolate chips, actually a few, and plop them onto the cookie to make the 2 eyes and then the smiley face. Now, onto this game. What happened here? The Chiefs just had it, and now I pick up my phone and I see that the Jaguars got a touchdown. They must have... What? I'm so disappointed. I think I missed, like, the coolest play. Shoot. Dang. Okay, they got their extra point. I need to see this replay because, man, I must have missed something huge, guys. Reiki, hello. The Hangover Experience, William Berry, Nutter Butter Cookies. Okay, Devin Lloyd. Oh, Patrick Mahomes, what did you do? Interception. Ran it all the way. Wow, good job, Jacksonville. And it's at home for them, too. Dang. Yeah, I'm rooting for Jacksonville on this one. We got Shaika. Yes, Qatar World Cup 2022. Reynaldo, Stranger Things, Brad, Hog, Hannah, you can't hide from life, get dangerous, LOL. Let's see, Josh Williams, Eric the Guapo, Sky Rizzy in the house, Susie Baca, especially if you know you're doing it on purpose. Co Yeon, Chris Kaiser. Love the coffee mug. I gotta keep remembering to like keep it in the frame for you guys. Gotta put Cornelius the candy corn mug on display. Just a dude said howdy. Robert Gural. Let's see, EJ, Derek Washington. I'm not a teacher, but I get asked that all the time. Let's see, Robert Gural. Congrats on being sober. Ashish Kale, Hugo Morales from Chile. Welcome back. Jaime, maybe? It's either Jamie or Jaime Rodriguez. Thank you. Brian, my name is Hannah. Matthew Clark, hello. Susie Baca says, I feel like life is meaningless. No. I mean, you're free to believe what you want, but I personally don't think life is meaningless. Yabba dabba doo, looking like your pumpkin head is a little shy tonight, peeping over the back of your couch. Yeah, good point. Let me put him right here. There we go. That's better. Now it looks like Ghoulbert is hiding. Susie Baca, okay. Let's see. Barry says, no, Hannah, men should never show emotions, and that's something we all learn the hard way. I still disagree with you on that. Lori Gautier, favorite hockey team, Minnesota Wild. I'm going to go for the home team here. Mamadou. All right. Islin, Rodrigo, Fatal Shot Gaming, Angel, hello Angel S07, Padrino, Reverse sent the happy poop emote or gift, my favorite of the YouTube gifts. Thank you, Derek Robinson. I appreciate it. Rodrigo, yabba dabba doo. Yep, your dishwasher is loud. I can hear it. Yep, I know. It is a loud dishwasher, but luckily it's now finished. Evika, write a reply from my side. Matthew Clark says, you may have already answered this at some point, but do you have a favorite classic Halloween monster? Yes. My favorite Halloween classic monster would be like a mummy. It's like a basically like the undead. I love zombies, but I don't know if, I feel like mummy is kind of like a zombie. So I'm gonna go with, yeah, mummy. Brian Kenzel, Derek Robinson, correct. Yep, my name is Hannah. Barry, baking holiday cookies with family is such an underrated tradition. Agreed. Cuervo is here. Derek says, and you like football? I'm in love. I mean, plenty of ladies like football. I'm so intrigued by what happened here. I wish there's a way for me to hook this up to my TV, but I am not mirroring it right now. Danielle, you made it. Also, Danielle, I saw that you updated your profile picture. I love it. Bryn, thank you. Hi, Everett May. Edelson from Brazil is here. RB Sunar from Nepal is here. Samantha Pascati, Bryn, Hog. I knew you used bad words. Yes. Frankie O'Banion. I don't know, actually. Samantha, welcome. I'm not Australian, TLO. I do not speak with an Australian accent. Richard Bangura, Devil's Enemy, Brian Kenzel, RB Sunar, Venensis Classo. Man, I show my emotions, I crash out, says Susie. G'day, mate, says TLO. Reaper with the squirrel emojis. Love to see it. Thank you, I'm not May. Cheers, Reaper. Muslimov says, I can't buy a sponsorship. Okay. John Kennedy, thank you. And Stephanie Murray, good to see you. James Allen, I do love pumpkin spice, correct. Hi, Alexis Warsham. Let's see. Too Evil to Hope. What are we drinking tonight? This is decaf Starbucks espresso. I put some almond milk in it as well. But I decided to put my Starbucks into Cornelius the coffee mug instead of just keeping it in my Starbucks cup because it's like, why not? Joski, I don't like candy corn, but I love the mug. Same. I do not eat candy corn, Joe. I can't remember the last time I ate candy corn. Like, it probably was, I mean, I don't even know if I ate it in high school or middle school. It's been a very long time. Don Pelton said hi. Summer Slays. Quabena. Don Pelton. Thank you, David Morin. Ben Hopkins. I'm doing good. How about you, Ben? Andre Mello. Joe Ski is asking, how are you feeling after the run? I'm feeling good. I got my finisher medal right here. I don't recall if you were on the live stream yesterday or not, but I've got my finisher medal here. It always feels good to just have a little memento from the race. So this is what the medal looks like in its entirety. And I think the race went really good. I had a little bit of soreness, or I would say tightness in my right calf, as well as some soreness in my left hip, but like, it's nothing. I mean, after any distance race, I usually have some part of my body that's a little sore. It's usually a calf, hip flexor area, maybe lower back a little bit, just because it's, it's a lot of strain on your body. But I feel good. And I mean, I'm going to be running this week, just back to like regular training cycle. Thank you for asking, Joe. Venensus Classo. It was a good Monday. Hope yours was good as well. Brian Kenzel, I do speak Spanish, but not on live. Ernest says, dang it, probably because of the trivia question. Isan Tara from Indonesia. Thank you, Priscilla. Muslimov. I do like donuts, but I don't eat them that often because, yeah, it's just like a lot of sugar, a lot of processed carbs. Ernest missed the poll answer. It was ghost cookie, the Nutter Butter ghost cookies. Roger Mullen, I'm doing good. How about you, Roger? Rachie says, Cornelius. Yes, Cornelius is here with the Starbucks coffee. Yabba dabba doo, were you the only lady watching the Chelsea game in the English pub? No, there were other ladies there. David Morin, Tweeble to Hope says, someone at work has a bag of candy corn that is in no danger of getting eaten by others. I know, that's the thing is, there's certain candies that are majorly tempting, for me at least. If there's a bowl of M&Ms, Reese's Pieces, any kind of cookies, anything with chocolate really, that's tempting for me. But if it's like candy corn or any type of hard candy or like the artificial fruit candies. It's just, there's like no appeal to those anymore compared to when I was a kid. But yeah, like sugar and baked goods. I would say like chocolatey sugar, chocolate and baked goods. Those two things, love them still. We got Privyets, hello person. Soul, thank you so much. Hugo Morales. Joe, yes, that is my sister. For those of you who don't know, Create with Rachel, that is my sister, Rachel. She's also on YouTube. Class 21, hello. I had a good day today. Honestly, it was like a solid day at work. I had a couple of meetings. They were kind of long. One was an hour and 45 minutes and one was an hour. But other than that, yeah, it was like a pretty chill day. So solid start to the week. And I was saying this earlier on the live stream, but I feel like Monday has become the new hump day for me. When I get through Monday, Tuesday through Friday seem to just fly by, which is not the best thing because I feel like time has been going so fast lately. Yeah, that like by the time it's Wednesday, I'm like, oh, the week is over. It's like 2 more days, that's nothing, and then it's the weekend again. But I'm like, oh, I don't want time to feel this fast. The Healing Heart Tarot, I am not an Aquarius. Brian Kenzel, what year will be Halloween? What year will be Halloween? Joski says, you really came through for Hannah on the 24th. Oh, my sister, yes. For the 24-hour live stream, we had so much fun. We spent hours together on the 24-hour live stream. Soul is asking, do you like fruits or veggies more? Personally, I like veggies. I'm the same way. I don't eat a ton of fruit. And the thing is, I feel like I can make a meal out of veggies if I have enough of them. Like I can make a massive salad and just pile it with like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower. I mean, I can think of a whole meal I could make out of veggies where I could like roast some of them in the oven and make some mashed potatoes and then toss a huge salad and just throw on zucchini and broccoli and a bunch of other good stuff. And I feel like you can't make a meal out of fruit. Like I don't mind fruit, but I love that like you can just eat a lot of veggies for a meal and not so much fruit. Mark Hernandez, good evening to you as well. Martin Hazard. Do people still do Mistriff Night October 30th? I've never heard of that, so I definitely did not grow up doing that. Michael Schultz, I love chocolate covered cherries. Interesting. I would eat them if someone brought them in or like made them for me, but I don't think I would actually, I guess I never come across chocolate covered cherries that much. Still me, chocolate goes great with everything. Jaron Van Bulen. Mark Hernandez says I called off Sunday. Health food of the night. I don't know. Ruhat, thank you. Hi, Antonio Salazar. Just chilling and chatting with people on here. Abraham Goska says, yes, time needs to slow down. Time is just, I say this so much on here. I feel like I do a lot of activities. I look back on the year 2025, and since January, I have done a ton of stuff. Both, like, I'm thinking 9-to-5 job, it's been busy. YouTube has been busy. When I think about all of I also have this little speck in my hair. But it's like, it's been a full year. It's been busy. I look at what I was doing in the winter time, the springtime, the summer, and now fall, heading into the winter season, the holiday season. I mean, it's not like I've just had a whole year go by and not really done much, but I'm still like, wow, I remember the winter months this year. I remember February and March. I remember the summer months. I remember getting ready to drive to New Ulm. I did a vlog on my channel about going to New Ulm, Minnesota for a work trip, and that was the beginning of June. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what? That was the beginning of summer, and now here we are in October. The service paw. Brian says, no, what are you? Don't even. Chris Jones, thank you. The service paw, I prefer dogs to cats. Invictus, it's been a very long time. No, I do remember you. You have a memorable username. So yes, I do remember you, but man, it's been months, I think. Benzel, toss that zucchini. 80s baby, hello. Is my deadline? Okay, Joy, Luis Marrero. Cosborn says 72% chocolate is my go-to in my adult days. Yes, me too. Cause like after a meal, I will often want a little bite of something sweet. I just feel like that. But having just like a little bit of dark chocolate, like having a bar of dark chocolate on hand and you can break off a square and you're just like, that's satisfying. And I'm happy with that as my little post-meal sweet treat. That is my go-to as well, Cosborn. Bill says, OMG, so true. Gulf Island. All right, I'm gonna just turn on this volume a little bit because I feel like I am missing some of this game. If I can get the sound, come on. Okay. Sorry, phone is glitching. Benzel. I'm not Latina, no. What are you doing on Halloween? I haven't decided yet. Dopey Cat. Do you get exhausted doing 9-to-5 job? It's tiresome, but it's manageable. If I plan my week out correctly, like if I give myself enough time to, relax on certain weeknights and give myself enough time to catch up on sleep over the weekend, like so far I've been able to manage my 9-to-5 with YouTube and other stuff. But some weeks are exhausting, Dopey Cat. Bill says sounds Canadian. My state of Minnesota borders Canada. Gulf Island Rock says time goes too fast. I agree with you. It's kind of spooky. Eric Curtis says my birthday is in January. Sorry for yawning. My birthday is in January, so I'm used to the winter. I actually really love the winter months. Barry, time after time. Manjunath. Since when and what got you into being health conscious and fitness? I would say I've really been health conscious since age 18. I'm now 32, so it's been 13 going on 14 years. I went vegan when I was 18, and I did a ton of reading when I was 18, just really trying to become more educated about nutrition and like foods that made me feel really good versus not as good, and just understand like what do certain food, like what happens in the body after you eat certain foods, like what effects is the food having on your body. So yeah, 18, about 14 years ago is when I got into it. And what got me into it, I would just say like I feel like I'm a very self-aware person, and at age 18 I could recognize I was eating a lot of fast food, a lot of fried foods, a lot of processed foods, a lot of sugary foods. And at that age, I feel like you can get away with a lot of poor dietary choices and not really feel it. But in my head, I was like, being real with myself, if I keep eating like this, like burgers, French fries, KFC, Wendy's, McDonald's, milkshakes, candy bars, M&Ms, I forget what else. Just if I keep eating like this, it will eventually catch up to me. Like this is not the diet of champions. Like, so I was thinking ahead at the end, like when I decided to go vegan, because I was like, I really just want to have a good diet and not have regrets later about eating bad, like eating a poor diet and then have to deal with health consequences later. Like, I never want to get to a point where I'm kicking myself at an older age, wishing that I had eaten better in my 20s, in my 30s, in my 40s, and then I'm, because I'm paying the price for a bad diet later in life. I'd rather front end things and just eat as clean as I can and enjoy the occasional sweet treat while I'm younger, and then be eternally grateful to my younger self once I get up into, 60s, 70s, 80s, because I'm not dealing with the consequences of long-term poor dietary choices. Cosborn, have you discovered any gray hairs yet? No. It's funny you say that, Cosborn, because I had a friend of mine from a decade ago. She came and visited me last summer, and we were just talking about different things, and she was showing me. She's like, yeah, I have like some, and we're like roughly the same age. I think she just turned third. Well, yeah, she's 30. I think she's 30 going on 31. And she has like some white hair. She's very, very dark. I would say she has black hair. Yeah, it's like black, very dark. But you can see some of her white/gray hairs. And I'm kind of like ready. I think it'll be a little bit jarring when I see my first like silver or white hair. But I mean, as you guys probably can tell, I don't like color my hair. I've never dyed my hair. And so far, like, it's just like the day will come. You guys know I want to live to be over 100 years old. My hair is not going to look like this forever if I end up living that long. Knock on wood. I hope I do. So there will come a day, hopefully, whenever, like assuming that I make it to a very old age, like my hair will not always be brown. So, but to answer your question, no, I have not spotted any white or gray hairs. And it's one of those things, I think at first it'll be like kind of jarring. And then it's like, well, like, am I really gonna have a meltdown over this? Like, it's not the end of the world. Matthew, I wanted to say thank you so much for this whopping super chat. My goodness. Wow. Let's read it. Go to pick up the 2021 Peterbilt on Saturday. I just bought. Whoa! We're gonna work out the what is what with a rolling billboard. This is so funny. This channel is. Oh, I just got a notification. I missed over here. This channel is worth boosting. Target 1 million subscribers. We all want to see this. That is so. I'm laughing because you've mentioned this before. I absolutely love this idea, Matthew. Totally up to you what you do with your vehicle. Thank you so much for the epic support. That is just so funny to think about. Hey, I'm open to it though. I love the idea. Ray said hi. Sauce and Sam, howdy. Sean, drink a pumpkin spice latte, says Sam. Well, I'm not drinking a pumpkin spice latte, but I made a homemade latte because this has Starbucks espresso in it, and then I put my own almond milk into it to make a latte. All right. Barry is asking, what's your favorite dog breed? That's a really hard one for me to answer. It's like a really close toss-up between, I love greyhounds, I love labs, I love chihuahuas. They're a little demented, and I think the temperament of chihuahuas isn't quite my vibe. They can be like really like loud and high energy, and I think I love like the quiet regalness of greyhounds, and they're also runner dogs, like good running companions. So I would say it's I also really like French bulldogs, but I think overall, like, look, temperament, and lifestyle match, for me, it's either greyhounds or Labrador retrievers. Those are like my two faves. But I mean, there's tons. I love corgis. I love little wiener dogs. I love, did I say corgis already? Corgis, French bulldogs, wiener dogs, any of the terriers, really. I love German shepherds. I love pinschers. But yeah, I feel like it's between, like, the top two for me right now are greyhounds and chocolate labs specifically. Rasta Pasta, that's a fun username. Yeah, but Abadoo says Mischief Night used to be a UK thing, like your trick or treat. Oh, I want it to keep going. I want stuff like that to keep going. Old-timey traditions. Ooh, we got ourselves a tie game, guys. It's 21-21. Woo! Who's gonna win it? Rasta Pasta, Mischief Night used to be, oh gosh, wow. Invictus doesn't like 95% chocolate. It is a lot stronger than regular chocolate, but I do really like 95%. Real Merc, my ethnicity is half European mix of English, Irish, German, and Dutch, and 50% Ethiopian. Oliver, I'm not Indian. Clutch Jumper. Elizabeth, yes. Gone, thank you. Bobby Upstairs. Oliver Moore, Mukesh Kumar, David Reichenbach. You say ya? Oh, are you like Minnesota accent type of thing? Do you say ya a lot, or is that a movie stereotype? So if I'm reading your question right, and you're asking about Minnesota, like the Minnesota accent and like the way we talk here, I would say when you get out of the cities and you get more into the rural parts of Minnesota, you'd probably hear stronger Minnesota accents. However, I would say that depictions I've seen in movies and on TV shows of like the Minnesota accent they're overdone for sure. They really ham it up where it's like, oh yeah, oh my goodness. Like you're like, oh, I cringe, because it is like it's not this like okie dokie artichokey, like it's Minnesota, don't you know? It's like, no, it's not that like cheesy. You remind me of Hillary of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I never watched that show, so I would have to look that person up. Clutch Jumper. Sean God sending love from New Jersey. Thank you, Sean. Nat Cinco. We've been talking about a lot of different things. So I'm watching the Jacksonville versus Chiefs game. Whoa. Which is tied right now. I'm not going to show you the game, obviously, because it's copyright. That is a crazy throw. Ooh. But sorry, got a little distracted there. I'm watching the Jacksonville Jaguars versus Kansas City Chiefs. And this is a very entertaining game. It's fourth quarter now. There's 10 minutes left. And I think Jacksonville has it. I've also talked a bit about the newest Taylor Swift album. I'm a Swiftie, but I actually really did not like this new album of hers. It was very disappointing. I think there was a lot of, as with all of her albums, I've been listening to her since 7th grade or 8th grade. And I've loved all of her albums except for this one. This one was like not my jam. So we've talked about that album. Gosh, guys, we've talked about other stuff and I'm blanking, but yeah. Oh, Halloween candies. I need to give you guys another trivia question too. But let me see. I kind of want to get a little more caught up on the comments. Real Merc. Yes, I am part white. Sean Gotts, Dallas, Minnesota. The winter is there. Dallas, Minnesota. The winter is there or brutal? Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, I was actually talking, my coworkers brought this up in a meeting today. It's like, there is such a myth out there. Everyone is like, oh my God, it's so cold in Minnesota. Oh my God, it's freezing there. I would never survive. One, it's like, it's not winter all of the year. We have brutally hot summers too. Like our heat index gets way up over 100 degrees. We have humidity that's terrible. Also, I like to point to the thousands upon thousands of East African immigrants that we have here. My dad is one of them. We have so many immigrants from Ethiopia, Eritrea, Somalia, Kenya, and Djibouti. Basically, any of the countries from the Horn of Africa, you can find them here. And I'm like, okay, if these people from the Horn of Africa, that is so hot, and I mean, it's hot. Like, these people from Africa can immigrate here and establish their lives and have families and live their lives and be integrated into life here in Minnesota, get their snow boots, get their winter coats, get their mittens, get their hats. Like, if these immigrants can do it from Africa, come on. Like you can adjust, you can deal with it. So it's really not like an Arctic tundra here. I mean, yes, we get really cold temperatures, of course, and our winters are very long, but it's like, it just makes me laugh because so consistently wherever I've worked outside of Minnesota, and even on here too, people are like, oh my God, it's so cold there. Oh my God, it must be freezing. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, yeah, but also like there's millions of people who live here and even more that live up in Canada and all the Nordic countries in Europe. Like, humans have survived in very cold climates for so many years. It's actually, you just have to like plan for the weather, dress properly, and have a good attitude. Like, it's not the end of the world. All right, we got Bobby upstairs. How long have you been? Absolutely beautiful. Thanks. Dorian Ghost said hi. Jesse, I'm doing good. I'm watching. Oh, they went to commercial break. But I have been watching the Jacksonville versus Chiefs game. I'm rooting for Jacksonville. Coffee. Okay, I'm scrolling past Matthew Clark's super chat, which is amazing. Coffee said hi again. Coffee, you're back. We're glad to have you back. I know you headed out for a little bit. Also, there's 70 people in here. Welcome, 70 people. Don't be shy. Leave a comment. Sorry, I like to keep track of like super chats and what was I gonna say? Gifts. I know Reaper gave a happy poop. Okay. Kevin Spence, what's that accent? You probably already know because I was just going off about Minnesota, but when I was doing the impression of it, that was the very, very over-the-top, hammed-up Minnesota accent that if you ever saw the movie Fargo or I haven't seen the TV series. I don't know if they do as corny of an accent as in the movie by the Coen brothers. But yeah, basically like the Minnesota accent is lots of O's and lots of A's. So it's like, I'm from Minnesota and we get a lot of snow and we have a lot of lakes and, don't you know, you betcha. And, it'll come out on some words, like when I'm talking and I'm like, ooh, that was like a little Minnesota accent that snuck through. But it's the way that it's overdone, like, we don't talk like that. Kevin Spence, Barry, she's Estonian and Algerian. No and no. Hava, thank you so much. Not Cinco says, love meet a lot of people over 100 years old. Tree Hardian, Brian Kenzel, Ivan Lopez. Oh wow, Barry's just going ham with all the different ethnicities. Rohit is here. Jesse says almond water. Love the shade. Doberman Pinscher. Logan Paxton is here. Sophia, thank you so much. If you want to know the skincare products I use, go to my YouTube channel and search for my skincare videos. Logan Paxton, D. Ferreira, UNESCO. I do like German Shepherds. They're not my favorite though. Ooh, 24-21. Okay. So Jacksonville must have kicked a field goal. Watching this game, guys. Johnny Theva. Oh, come on. Old Android is struggling to orientate for landscape, not portrait. Oh, these Jacksonville Jaguar people, the fans want them to win so bad. Natsinko. Chris says, love my dog. Johnny Theva. Hello, hello. How are you? Matthew says, but any ideas? I don't want to have something you wouldn't like. Just the @info. Oh, yeah. Sure. I mean, you can put my YouTube handle on there. You can put the channel name. They're both the same, Hannah and Health. You can use my profile picture. I mean, anything I publish on my YouTube channel is public. Anybody can find it on the internet, which means it's like, that means anybody anywhere could just like print images of stuff from my videos. It's like, I'm aware that everything I publish on my YouTube channel is public. Like, it's just, you can search for it. If you have a device, if you have like a phone or a computer and you have an internet connection, like you can look up all my stuff. So like Matthew Clark, like you knock yourself out. You have my blessing to put my username on there, my profile picture on there, like, yeah, like anything that's publicly viewable on my YouTube channel is fair game. So I love the idea and I think it's hilarious. I think it would go further with specific or maybe a nice face picture, Cornelius or Gilbert. I mean, I love all of the above. So I think Cornelius and Gilbert would be funny. If you want to print any of the member emojis that I've, made available for members, take it away. So yeah, you can, like I said, anything that's on my channel, there's some member stuff, but even that I'm like, whatever. It's pretty much the same as the public content, but it's like, my stuff is publicly searchable on the internet. So, yeah, you can put my username, you can put my profile picture, you can put emojis, you can put stuff like, features of my YouTube live streams like these two guys back here. You can put squirrel stuff, you can put just be creative. I trust your judgment, Matthew. Ganesh Kawale, I don't even know what an Indian breakfast consists of. Ooh, Yabba Dabba Doo. I watched a really cute video today of a Dalmatian. My sister sent it to me on Instagram and it was adorable. I forget about Dalmatians from time to time. I feel like they're fine. Nothing jumps out at me about, like I wouldn't ever list them as like, oh my God, my favorite dog, but I think they're sweet. Bedo is from Turkey. Pekingese. Manuel Di Mayo. I think I like Pekingese dogs. Would you love my Chihuahua? I grew up with at least a Chihuahua mutt, and they're very cute. Oh, here we go, Chiefs, what you gonna do? Abraham J. Gulf Island Rock, we have a Yorkie. Abraham says we do everything together. Cute, I love that. In Kansas, they say ya or meh when they don't like something, LOL. Barry says, great accent. Gulf Island Rock says, waving from the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Waving right back to you, Gulf Island Rock. Jamil Ali, I don't give those things out on here. Johnny Theva, you never seen Fresh Prince? No, it never appealed to me as a kid. No. It's the GOAT sitcom, Black Excellence. I don't dispute that. It just was never my vibe. Jesse says, oh, Hannah, you have me rolling with the accent because you sound like a Wisconsinite. That's the thing, though, Jesse. Like, I've said this before. If I was exiled from the state of Minnesota and could never return, I would just move to Wisconsin. If I could move to any of the other 49 states, I would just hop across the border and chill in Wisconsin because, I mean, I would say similarly, whenever I've been to Wisconsin a million times, and to me, Wisconsinites sound the same. Like, I don't think I could distinguish if I was talking to two people and one was from Wisconsin and one was from Minnesota. I would not have the ear to tell the difference. Yeah, between I feel like the accent is pretty much the same. I couldn't really tell you what the difference is between a Wisconsin accent and a Minnesota accent based on all of my interactions with people from Wisconsin and Minnesota. But yes, I would say that it's kind of the same. Kind of like the Canadian accent as well. Reaper sent to 100. Thank you, Joachim Beilhartz. I was gonna say that is a very German-sounding name. Hello, wie geht's dir? How would you say this in German? Is it Joachim? There's some names, man. Even in German, I'm like, Yogi. That's what I want to say, like Yogi, Joachim. Hope you're doing well. We're in Germany. Welche Stadt in Deutschland? Joachim. Reaper with the Cornelius emoji. Woohoo! Rajat Gupta, Abraham Gaska. I take hymns for walks and he gets up with me. Cute. I will say this about pet ownership. So I grew up with pets, but I have never, like, as an adult, I have never had my own pet that I was legally responsible for taking care of. And like, I'm still not ready to commit to all the additional responsibilities to take care of a pet that, like, on top of like household stuff and chores and cooking and all that stuff. Oh, looks like somebody scored. What's the score? Oh, never mind. They made it look like maybe the Chiefs had scored. Anyways, what I was saying is something that I find really appealing, even though I'm not a morning person and I do like sleeping in and whatever, but the routine and getting up and having to take your dog for a walk and being active, it's like, I love that responsibility factor, specifically with dogs, where it's like, it's not gonna go to the bathroom in your home. Like, you gotta take it out. It has to be active. So yeah, like getting up and starting the day with a pet dog or multiple pet dogs, that is very appealing, even though I'm very reluctant to give up my ability to like sleep in on weekends. And I mean, that's my time to catch up on sleep because I'm usually behind on sleep by the time I get to Friday or Saturday after the work week. So yeah, it appeals to me, but then I feel like it's also the adjustment once I do have pet dogs. It's like, oh my God, I miss just sleeping in and not having all these responsibilities. Barry says, Hannah, you ever looked into your genealogy? No, I haven't ever done that before. I probably will at some point. Jariel Creole says Minnesota. Johnny Thevis is in the cold. Godwin, hello. Akif. Johnny Theva, you underestimate the immigrant spirits. Young Star, Kronos, Gianna Forever is here. Hi, Gianna Forever, good to see you. Young Star says the freckles are freckling. Hi, Marie, veteran 22 out from Pennsylvania. Learn to play, says girl. Let's see, Narpy. I remember you, and it has been a while. My goodness. P-Blog, Kono, Sean Gotts. So what are your hobbies in your free time when you're not working? Oh boy. Well, YouTube is my second job. So YouTube takes up a lot of my time because I treat it like a job and it is a source of income just like my 9 to 5. So I have my 9 to 5 job. I have my YouTube job. I have, I work out every day. I run 4 to 5 times a week, and then the other days I do HIIT workouts and yoga mostly, or just go for walks. And I also like to read, hang out with friends, family, loved ones, just, you know, go out for brunch every now and then. That's about all I have time for. And then also getting like 8 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Let's see, Young Star, Jupiter. Ooh, what's going on here? Ooh. What a fancy catch. Barry sent a happy poop. Thank you, Barry. I appreciate it. I gotta write that down. Because I like to say thank you to everybody at the end of my live streams who, you know, bought something, sent a gift. Barry, happy poop. Okay. Coffee, thank you very much. It's always a blessing to be here, my friends. Well, we are blessed to have you here with us, Coffee. Jesse says, I'm watching the Brewers whoop up on the Crappies Cubbies. Okay. Don't follow. I'm not even 100% confident, but I think you're talking about baseball. Johnny Theva, when is Hannah going to become our generation's Oprah? Honestly, I would not be opposed to becoming a type of, I mean, I wouldn't want to be like a copy of Oprah, but I like when I think ahead to like big picture. I'm reading a Dave Ramsey book right now where it's called Building a Business You Love, and he talks about how his business just started at a card table in his home and now has grown over decades into this big business with lots of people. And it's like I stop and think, I'm like, like, where am I in 5 years? Where am I in 10 years? Like, what would this channel change into? Because I wouldn't want it to just stay the same over many years. Yeah, I feel like my dream, like in my vision of like growing YouTube and even beyond YouTube, it would be talking to a lot of people, traveling, trying new foods, being active, like going on like hikes and walks and just like exploring different places. But it's like the format and the whole like brand of it. It's like it's the details where I'm like, I don't quite know how this will all come together. It's like, and all these elements I really enjoy, and would want to keep as part of YouTube / my online presence, but it's, yeah, you can't know all the details of what things will look like in, you know, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, you know, increments looking ahead. Zell said hi. Young Star, Fargo, Ravinder, hello. Aurelius Cooper says, go Jacksonville. I'm rooting for Jacksonville, but they just got scored on by the Chiefs. Did the Chiefs just get I think they just got a touchdown, yeah, because it's now 28-24, guys. Ooh, 1 minute and 45 seconds left. I mean, pressure's on. It's time for Jacksonville. Okay. Trevor Lawrence, 5th season, 8 game-winning drives in the 4th quarter. Wow. Okay. Ooh, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? It's like do or die for the Jaguars right now. Johnny Theva for president says coffee. Narpy. I don't know if you remember me. Oh, yeah, I remember you. Youngstar says they sound Irish for some reason. Abhinav Singh, welcome to the channel. Barry says humans in colder climates advanced quicker than those in warmer climates. I remember learning something similar in a college. It was a biology class where we specifically were learning at animal development, and I remember learning specifically about squirrels, and it stuck with me because squirrels are my favorite animal, as many of you know. And I remember in this ecology class, we learned about how like squirrels who live in really cold climates like Minnesota, basically like they had to test their brain memory skills because they would like, I can see them now, like this time of year, they're like dig, like frantically digging into the ground, and they're storing their stash of like acorns and other, you know, bits of food, and then they bury their food, and then I don't know like how the timing all works, but it's like they bury their food and then they go, I think they go into hibernation, and then they have to remember where they stored their food from months prior. And it's like a test of like you have to have intelligence as an animal to remember into the past, like where was it that you stored your food. So I remember learning something similar where it's like colder climates / just like tougher climates are good for like problem solving and brain development, because it's like you have to find a way to make it, basically you have to find a way to make it work when the climate is tough, is when the climate is making it tough for you to survive. So that was a cool, if anything, I was like, okay, cool. Like I appreciate winter then, because I feel like if anything, it makes you more resilient, and it just toughens your body, because like you have to make it through different temperatures, and you have to tolerate discomfort. Yeah, but I would do Hannah. People think the Highlands are wet and cold. Not true. It was warmer here than London. Really? That surprises me. Praveen, Molly, Coffee, Blue Butterfly. Oh, I remember you. Kuiper. You've been taking a social media break, and can I donate? I don't know if you want people to. Sure. I mean, if you want to, it's totally optional. USA, love your Harley shirt. Woohoo! Yes, gotta support Harley Davidson. I've never owned a Harley Davidson bike. I don't really plan to, if I'm being honest, but I just love the Harley Davidson like brand, the logo, all, like the whole, I think the culture is, as someone, I'm not part of biker culture, but it kind of cracks me up from the outside. So I bought this at the Minnesota State Fair this summer. Blue Butterfly, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Gotta write you down because I want to make a habit now of, oh, sorry. Crazy game. But I want to make a point of saying thank you to people at the very end. Dang, Trevor Lawrence came up with a clutch throw. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Kuiper, super chat, amazing. Praveen, Mali with the thumbs up and the coffee. I know I gotta give Cornelius all the FaceTime he can get on here. Johnny Theva, Hannah, please do a whole Minnesota accent stream. Oh no, it's so bad. It's so cringy because I love you and I love Fargo the movie and the series. I mean, the thing is I could even try reading some of these comments, but I just, yeah, I'm trying to read like your own comment. Hannah, please do a whole Minnesota accent stream because I love you and I love Fargo, the movie and the series. Like, I think that's how that's like a really thick Minnesota accent. Richard Delaney, Umut, Rocky Michaels, Brian Tacos, Mark Ekholm. I amp up my Minnesota accent to amuse myself when I'm traveling. Okay, Mark, like my sister actually, so I did a 24-hour live stream over Labor Day weekend, and oh my god, this game is giving me butterflies, guys. Whew. This is stressful. But Mark, I was laughing at your comment because my sister and I on my 24-hour live stream, like we were saying things with a really like thick Minnesota accent, and it's really funny. Let's see. ND Beats, Coffee says Hannah's channel is number 1. You guys, what's gonna happen with this game? It's 2nd and 10. Oh my god, I just have to pause here and just kind of react in real time. I'm nervous. 2nd and 10, baby. Timeout. Uh-oh, flag. Shoot. It's on the Jaguars too. Delay of game. Stupid, 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 stupid. Stupid. That's disappointing. Okay. Every time I try doing a Minnesota accent, I sound Irish. I mean, the reason why I can do it is, it's 2nd and 15. I mean, when you grow up around Minnesota, when you grow up in Minnesota, dude, run! Oh, this is stressful. But what I was saying, Barry, is when you grow up in Minnesota, I think for me, I grew up in Minnesota and then I went to college in Connecticut. So I got teased, not in any real mean kind of way, but my East Coast friends would like point out things I would say in a Minnesota accent. And so then it's like when I was removed from Minnesota for several years and then coming back to Minnesota, I could hear it more and then I could imitate it. Amara said hi. Amara Trabelsi, funny 3 videos. Amara is in Tunisia. Very cool. North Africa. Oh man, you guys, this game is a nail biter. We got 3rd and 13. Oh guys, I'm nervous. I want Jacksonville to win. Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Throw it. Dang it. Flag. Please be on the Chiefs. Let's go. All right. Coffee Cosborn says, since you're vegan, if you were invited to be a guest on Hot Ones and take the chicken wing challenge, would you partake? I wouldn't eat chicken. No, I would ask them specifically, could I please have cauliflower wings? Because it's 2025, and if Buffalo Wild Wings, the chain, has adapted to vegans and vegetarians and offers cauliflower battered wings on their menu, Hot Ones can certainly do the same. I would not eat chicken just for the sake of showing up on Hot Ones and getting the airtime. All right. Oh, shoot. What happened here? Sorry. Ooh, big one on the Chiefs. Dang. Okay, let's go. Run it in. Dude, what was that? Yes! Yeah! Okay, I thought he was down. I thought he completely messed this up, but Trevor Lawrence just ran it in. Now, they have 23 seconds left. Oh, there's a flag too. Oh no. This game. Talk about chaotic. And it's on the Chiefs. All right, penalty declined. Woo! Let's go. Let's effing go. I love this for them. Emily Holmes is here. Joel Pejoto in Brazil. All right, we got 23 seconds left. Get your extra point, boys. Excellent. All right, it's 31-28. Chiefs have 23 seconds to make something happen. So let's see it. Don't count them out just yet. Okay, sorry, I know behind. JP, Roman the Great. I've never been to Florida in my life. Yeah, oh my gosh, Trevor Lawrence, like, I wish I could show this to you, but obviously it's copyrighted content. He actually slipped and fell, but no one touched him. And so he just ran it in to the end zone. That is crazy. He got up so fast. For those of you watching this game, like, this is so fun to watch. I think you'd agree with me. Yabba dabba do ding, must be getting old as my horizontal orientation is going. Oh, I must be way behind. I'm so sorry. Jesse, then I can finally take you out on a date if you come to Wisconsin. Oh, I'm way behind based on these comments. Yikes. I'm gonna have to skip down. I'm so sorry. Barry sent a happy poop. Tiffany Weeze. Boba. Gianna Forever. It's rumored LeBron James is set to announce his retirement tomorrow. All right. Well, I don't watch basketball, so I know, obviously I know who he is. But that's huge. The Pro Coach, thank you so much. Sean Gotts, my favorite movie is Gladiator with Russell Crowe. Get him. Get him. Get him. God. Shoot. Bob Sue, Muhammad Alavi. Please let this flag be against the Chiefs. Ooh, NC. Whoa. Is that a cake cup? Whoa. Amazing. NC, thank you so much for that gift. I think I might have missed it, but cake cup. I've been so absorbed in this game. Wow. Ooh, let's go, Jacksonville. William Lima. Matthew Clark, have you had any pumpkin stuff recently? Made any pumpkin stuff in the past week or so? No, I'm overdue for it. I'm still backlogged in the queue of stuff that I've got to get posted on my channel, but I do want to do some Halloween baking this month because Halloween's a few weeks away. Oh no, oh, I thought they had an interception, guys. Oh. Dang, that would have been game over. Bree Rogers, coffee. Let's get handed to 240 likes. We're at 158. Sorry, I know I need to give you guys another poll question. I'm going to have to skip down. I'm so behind. Torian Watson, hello. I hope all is going well. I'm thinking of making the switch from vegan to vegetarian. What's the main difference between the two? So vegan is more restricted than vegetarian. When you're vegetarian, you still eat dairy and eggs, but vegans don't eat any animal products, so no dairy, no eggs, nothing that came from an animal. Binsley, oh, Kuiper with the super chat, thank you. Bob Sue, Raymond, thank you so much. Cosborn, Hannah be eating her tofu burger while riding her Harley. Barry says, same thing with humans, places with abundance of food, didn't really have to worry about, and work is hard to survive. Yep. All right, I'm going to skip down because I can tell by the comments I'm reading I am like 10 minutes behind. Oh my God, this is crazy. 7 seconds left, guys. Two seconds left. 1st and 10. Oh my God, here we go. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? It's 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. They're only at like the 30-yard line of the Jaguars. Anyways, Reach says Ariana Grande did it with vegan wings. There you go. That's what I would do. Barry says, I got 2 buddies betting against each other on the game. I'm just wanting to roast whichever. This is, I mean, they moved the clock back to 3 seconds now. So the ball is on Kansas City's 30-yard line. What are they gonna? I'm so intrigued to see what they do. Honestly, I don't know how they're gonna play this. Didn't know you were such a Jags fan. I actually, like, I don't mind the Chiefs and I don't mind the Jags. I've enjoyed watching Trevor Lawrence on the Jaguars. Flag on Kansas City. They called back-to-back timeouts and got a flag. Yikes. Okay. Robin Seplut is here. Hi, Robin. It's been a while since I saw you. William Lima, coffee. Robin is also drinking coffee. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is cray-cray. Let's see it. Oh, this could be the last play of the game. I don't know what they're going to do. What on earth? Here we go. Mahomes just chucked it. That's it. Jaguars won it, 31-28. Yeah, buddy. Let's go. Mary and Edie, I'm doing good. I just finished watching the Jacksonville versus Kansas City game. Tyler Real, Barry, give us your best. Are you not entertained when the Jaguars win? Exactly. Are you not entertained? Karen Massey, Aurelius Cooper. Oh, shoot. I just lost your comment. Way to go, Jacksonville. Good night, Hannah. Work tomorrow. Yep, indeed. Congratulations to the Jaguars. Woo! Awesome. Radhika Hog says Taylor Swift touchdown. Not quite. Nope. Hog, Lynette Esma, Lift Crew Outdoors. Koopa. Hi, Koopa. How are you? Barry says boo, Chiefs boo. I think more than anything, I want different teams to succeed and like make it to the Super Bowl. I don't want to see the Eagles again. I don't want to see the Chiefs again. I don't want to see the Patriots again. I want like the Detroit Lions or the Buffalo Bills. I would have said the Ravens, but I think they're tanking now that Lamar Jackson is out. The Bengals are a joke without Joe Burrow, so that's sad. But it's like I'm tired of like the very successful franchises, and I'd love to see like the Commanders do well. I don't know how they've been doing this season, but super happy for them. Also, Jacksonville has a solid record so far. They're 4-1. Chiefs are 2-3. Okay. Yeah, but I'm do Hannah. I don't mind you skipping comments. I'd rather hear you rabbiting on about a subject than just repeating hi, hi, hi. Fair enough. Yes. Randy Michael, incomplete. Oh, okay. I think I got pretty much all caught up. See, the thing is, it's like I'll be like, oh no, I need to keep speed reading, and then eventually I'm like, oh wait, I made it to the end. So I think I'm all caught up now. Abraham, yeah, buddy, you're funny, LOL. Jacksonville, let's go. William Barry says, I really want to see the Browns go to the Super Bowl. I'm not a Browns fan, but still, don't know if that's ever gonna happen, but I don't know much about the Browns, admittedly. I'm gonna hit my thermostat because it's getting a little toasty in here. One sec, guys. All right. Sorry to step away. I need to give you guys another trivia question because I only gave you one so far tonight. But what should that be? What should I ask you guys? Bishop Bullwinkle says, I live in Jacksonville. A lot of people calling out tomorrow. Yes, I love it. Teddy Trevor, good evening. They will be partying all night. I sure hope so. All right, coverage for that game is done. All right, let's shut this off now. Old phone. Can't harp on this phone because it is old, but I'm just trying to get it to stop streaming. All right. So that's it for that game. That's exciting. Barry says LMAO, right? Poor Browns fans. All right, what else could I ask you guys? What's a trivia question? Like a spooky, yeah, like a spooky trivia question. Let me think. Looks like Louis is asking my age. I'm 32. I don't know how to say that in French. Gosh, what should I ask you guys? I was also gonna pop on some some show here. Spooky stuff. What spooky stuff could I ask you guys? I'm thinking like monsters and Tim Burton, M. Night Shyamalan. I could do Stephen King. I don't know if I've done like what's my favorite Stephen King book. There's so many. All right. Hi Debbie, on City. Cosborn, what haunted attraction have I been to? Trying to think. I feel like there's, yeah, like haunted. I'm thinking about how I would word that one. Matthew, what details do you like most in horror movies? Oh gosh, I hate when I have to like really think on trivia questions for you guys. Yeah, details in horror movies. I could do like well-known like horror movies, like which of these four do I find the scariest? Yeah, let me think on that one. That's, I think, the easiest one to come up with options for. Ooh, Gabrielle, I started watching VHS, and that one, oh, there's some stuff where I'm like, that is some cursed stuff. Yeah, I started watching it, but I was like, I feel like I'm getting really bad juju from this, so I'm gonna shut it off. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do like which of these four would be the scariest like entity to deal with. How about that? I'm gonna make it really hard for myself. All right. One second. Demon from P. And then what was the other one? Samara. Okay. Yeah, but I would do poll question. Favorite horror movie actor? That's a really good one. But let me first do this one I thought of. Let me just get to all these comments. Coffee, Casper the Friendly Ghost, Chris Isaacs, 81 Chrono. Do you play music? Currently no, but I grew up playing piano and violin. Cosborn, good night. Have a great night and better Tuesday tomorrow. Yes, see you on Wednesday night, Cosborn, for the Wednesday night live stream. Girth Demon. Barry, what's your favorite Halloween myth? That's a good one. Like urban legend. I'll write that one. I'll keep that in my pocket for another day. Fave, like scary urban legend or Halloween / Halloween story, something like that. Okay. Rob Faye, Joseph said hi. Randy Michael, are you going to watch Thursday Night Football? Yes, I will. Okay. Next trivia question. Ooh, you know what? I just thought of something else. Okay. Which of these characters, how should I word this? Which of these characters, would I be most scared to, like, confront? Or, like, what's a better way to say that? Would I be most scared to fight? Let's put it that way. Oh, this is so hard. We've got one of the aliens from Signs, the movie, Toby, the demon from Paranormal, oh shoot, the characters cut off. Demon from Paranormal Activity. The demon in, trying to get the character limit to work here. The demon in Paranormal Activity. How can I get this to work for you guys? The Toby demon in Paranormal Activity. Sorry, struggling with the character limits. Samara, who is the girl from The Ring, or Imhotep? Is that how you spell his name? Imhotep. Imhotep. Yeah. The mummy from The Mummy. There you go. Start poll. Okay. That took some thought and wordsmithing, but which of these 4 characters / creatures would I be the most frightened to have to like confront and fight? They're all so icky, but I would say there's one of them that is the most stressful to me. So vote in the poll. New poll question for you guys. Hard worker, Rob faces horror on Nicollet Mall. What happened on Nicollet Mall? Let's Google it. What happened on Nicollet Mall today, Minneapolis? Oh no, that's too bad. Oh wait, that was on August 1st. Yeah, what happened, Rob Faye? Did I miss something in the news? Let's see, 44 Carbine is back. Hello. Starry Alice. I don't know what that is. I've never seen it. Sakin, loved your pumpkin earrings. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like them. Be sure to vote in the poll, everybody. Guess which creature from a horror movie I would be most terrified to have to fight if I had to. Coffee, sir, I'm glad that you like my videos. Stone Papa Smurf, great to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Hi, Solomon Nawagod. William Barry. Coffee, says BRB friends. Luis Maron. Barry, you mustn't read from the book. I can hear him saying it. No, you mustn't read from the book. In The Mummy. Hog says A because you never choose A. You never chose A. Alexander Lamb. Yeah, but I would do. As a kid, I was always scared of my mummy when I did something wrong. I think it's really sweet how you all over there in the UK say mum, like M-U-M. Aziz Hawari, Fern, The Biz. Matthew Clark says, the poll question, are you facing these creatures knowing what you know now? Yes, yes. This is like, if I had to confront these creatures, having watched the movie that they feature in, and I've like seen the whole movie, and I know their powers, I know what they're able to do. Yeah. So it's like, I would have to face, like, which of these creatures, having full knowledge of what they're capable of, would I be the most terrified to have to confront? And again, the options are one of the aliens from the movie Signs by M. Night Shyamalan, Toby the demon in Paranormal Activity, Samara, who's the drowned girl who comes out of the well in The Ring, or Imhotep, the mummy from the movie The Mummy. All 4 of these are, like, not fun. Like, oh, even, it's like hard to rank these from least to most scary. Because they're all really, oh my God, it'd be horrible having to face these things. I would say it's like it's very close between 2 of these. Kishore Kumar. We got Beetlejuice, good to see you. The Biz. Do you know the dark backstory? Yes, I do know that from Ring Around the Rosie. Alan Korea from Dubai. Yes, remember guys, it's never, ever the first option in the poll, ever. So, that should tell you it's not one of the aliens from Signs. As scary as they are, as disturbing as they were in the movie, it's actually not one of the aliens from the Signs movie. So then, if 3 of them were going to attack you, which one would you pick to fight next to / for you? Oh, so then if 3 of them were going to attack you, which one? I feel like I'm not going to answer that question because it would actually reveal my answer to the question. Because the one that I would want to pick to be on my side is the one I would also be the most terrified to go up against. Basically, it's like picking teams like at recess. You know how like the kids line up and then the captains are picking like the best people first to join their team. I would recruit the creature that I find the scariest to be on my side because I would not want to go up against them. So I won't answer your question because that would actually give away the answer. Tino, hug, the answer to the poll is A because you never choose A. Well, it's not. It's not the first option. Keith Madison, Outwo, Elijah, yes, my freckles are real. R. Robert is guessing Samara. Stone Papa Smurf, thank you for the question. And no, sadly, I don't have, it's sad, but also practically speaking, I have not had any time to sit down and really write. I've been absolutely swamped / kind of burnt on energy and needed to take some time to recover. So no, I haven't been writing consistently for some months now, but I'm like, I kind of want to close out 2025 strong and then really kind of go back to the drawing board and figure out like, okay, like how do I need to rearrange my schedule so that I can actually have time to like sit down and write for long periods of time. And that could be weeknights, it could be, you know, Saturday afternoons, but I mean, I need to like carve out, just like I do with YouTube live streams. Like you guys know, I go live at 8 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Like there's a designated time in my calendar and I show up for it. So that's how I need to approach writing. And I haven't done that yet. And I need to like I need to schedule a time regularly every week, maybe multiple times a week to just sit down and have writing time. So no update, sadly. I wish I had more to update you on, but just lately I've felt like really swamped and not even getting like all the sleep I should be getting. So yeah, I've been kind of in like chill, let's relax a little bit mode, and then kind of reassess my schedule and figure out when my writing times will be, because that's something that nags at me all the time. And I love when people ask for updates on here, because it's like I don't want it to just lapse and not get around to it. Los Raiders, yes, we are in fall mode. Correct. Elijah says those choices are so 90s and 2000s. Well, I'm a 1993 baby. I'm a millennial. So it's fitting. Nodehead, thank you. Yes, Randy. I don't know if you were on here, but I had the NFL app up on my second phone, and I was watching the Jacksonville Chiefs game, and that was really, really fun to watch. I was not sure who was going to win that game, and I'm really happy for Jacksonville. Cole Mwenda, how long is your hair? I would say about mid-back when it's down fully. Jaime or I don't know if it's Jamie or Jaime. I've known both, like people with both pronunciations. I'm gonna go, I feel like I'm gonna go safe and just go Jamie. Jamie Rodriguez, tell my supervisor to let us watch you more. George Gabriel, are you the girl with Mr. Beast in LA? I don't know who this girl is. That is definitely not me. Joseph said hi. Elijah, you can't do anything against the mummy. Yeah, it's bad. Create with Rach. Rachy's still here. I don't know, but I'm going with Emotep even though I have no idea who that is. Oh, it's in the, like if you, it's like, I wrote in the options like Emotep he is the guy. I rewatched the movie The Mummy because I love that movie, but Emotep is the actual mummy that comes back to life in the movie The Mummy. So the way, like the story, the plot line of the movie is that like, okay, like 2000 BC, ancient Egypt, like forever ago, there was this high priest called Emotep, and he was having an affair with the, what's the guy's? It's not, with the pharaoh's girly. And they were caught, and just all this drama ensued. And basically, TLDR, this Emotep priest who had the fling with Pharaoh's girly, he was condemned to a horrible, he basically was like put through this horrible mummification process where he was actually like mummified alive and put into a sarcophagus with like the beetles that are flesh-eating beetles. And so, and then his tomb was, his sarcophagus was locked and buried super deep in the sand. And it's like, never open this sarcophagus or this Emotep's like mummy will come back to life and plague the entire world, and like the biblical plagues of Egypt will come back. And so fast forward to like the 1920s when like the Brits are in Egypt, and you know the colonial people are digging around in Egypt, and they go digging and they find Emotep's tomb, and they open the sarcophagus, and then one of the characters reads from the Book of the Dead, because she's just this like very like brainy, witty, like librarian, scholarly girly who has been like wanting to find the Book of the Dead and loves ancient Egyptian history. And so she gets there, finds the Book of the Dead, reads from the Book of the Dead after they've opened the Emotep's cursed sarcophagus, and she reads from the Book of the Dead, and then one of the guys on their crew is like, no, you can't read from the book because it'll bring the dead back to life. And so then she mistakenly reads the incantation and revives Emotep the mummy. And then like literally all hell breaks loose, because like the plagues of Egypt come back. There's like boils and sores, there's rain, there's fire raining from the sky. The water of Egypt turns to blood. Like it's bad. So Emotep, to answer your question, Chica, because I was just watching this movie, so I feel like I remember everything that went down. But Emotep is like the dude who was buried in a sarcophagus and is the mummy that comes back to life in the movie The Mummy. Let's go through the comments. Yabba dabba do. Must admit, I thought the special effects and soundtrack from The Mummy was impressive. I totally agree with you. Yabba dabba do. That movie is from, I want to say, like 1999. Let's pull the year on this. What year did the Mummy come out? Yes, the movie, oh my God, this is crazy. The Mummy came out on May 4th of 1999. And I will say, like, for 1999, the effects are so good. There's actually not that, I can't really think of any scenes where I'm like, oof, like, that effect is, like, pretty fake looking and pretty bad. They look, it's not like the highest def special effects compared to 2025. But honestly, watching it now, I'm like, they're really good effects. Like, you can tell what's going on. It doesn't look like weird or anything. Everything looks like, okay, this is like a icky gooey mummy that just like came back, and all of the like locusts and the there's like a scene where the mummy creates like a sandstorm and his face is in the sandstorm and it's like, you know, chasing down an airplane. And like the effect on that looks really good. So Yabba Dabba Do, The Mummy is one of those movies I remember watching as a kid and I thought it was scary but also really cool. And I can watch it like to this day. And because there are some things I've rewatched as an adult where I thought it was like great effects as a kid, and I'm like, oof, those are some pretty bad effects compared to now. And I would say the Mummy effects from 1999 still hold up in 2025. Like, they are some dang good effects. I'm trying to think, like, I feel like I'm sure there's like some more stuff they could do now, but I feel like for what the movie plot was, the effects are perfect. I don't think much more was needed for the effects. Elijah says, I love how you enunciate your words. I'm glad to hear it. I try to speak clearly on my live streams because I want people to understand what I'm saying. Not just, it's like, I know there's people who are like, English is not their native language on here. For ESL people, non-native English speakers, I want you all to understand me. But also there's people who speak English, but they don't speak American English. And there are some English accents where I am struggling to understand. So I want my speech to be understandable on here. R. Robert says, I think now Toby, because you're a writer and at home. Yabba Dabba Doo says, when do your clocks change? I think our clocks fall back. Is that how it works? Fall back. Yeah, we fall back. I want to say it's the first weekend in November. So, because Halloween is on a Friday, so that's Friday the 31st. So I believe they fall back on either Saturday, November 1st or Sunday, November 2nd. I'd have to check that. Mira, am I writing a novel? I am writing a series of books, and yes, I think they'd be called novels, although it's based on my dad's life story, and there's just a lot to cover because it's like from the age of like 5. Like he would have been 5 in 1963. So it goes from his age 5 to age like 22. So there's like so much content there's no way I could fit it into one book unless I wanted the book to be like a brick. It's just, I'd have to break it up into books. So the current plan is to have a series of 3 books that track those years of his life, because it's like super interesting stories, but it's also set against really like a very politically dramatic time in my dad's home country, which is Ethiopia. They used to have a monarchy and an emperor, and then that was just completely overthrown. And then there was civil war, there was an invasion from Somalia, the Soviets came in, like it went full communist. It was just crazy. This all went down when my dad was 16. So imagine that, living through, like, this is one of those things I like to think about where it's like, if things seem like politically chaotic in the United States and it's like, oh my God, things are going to hell in the US, in the Western world, and I'm like, yeah, okay, there's stuff we need to work on. Like, there's bad news all the time, but it's like, you know, my dad lived through an actual, like, communist revolution, and it was, like, crazy, like, super violent, like, no joke, like, bodies in the streets. Like, I'm not trying to get into the really dark details, but it's, like, execution squads, bodies in the street, like, just no real rule of law. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I mean, things can be troubling, sure, in the US and other places, but it's like my dad's story is so interesting, like his own personal stories, and then just reading historically, like, what went down in the 60s and 70s in Ethiopia, in the Ethiopian Empire, because that's what it was called at the time. Eritrea wasn't its own country yet. So yeah, just super, and I love political history, especially in the 20th century. All to say, it's going to be a series of books because there is a ton to write about, and it's exciting to think about writing it, but it's also very daunting because it's a lot of history, it's a lot of stories, it's a lot of characters. Like, my dad obviously will be in the story, but then there's, like, all these people I'm trying to pin down who are, like, family members, friends of his, classmates of his. He was in the military, so it's like, you know, figuring out where they all went because they were stationed in different places. Yeah, it's a huge story to tell. So it just is going to take a lot of time. Stone Papa Smurf, I hope you find time for writing. I know, Stone Papa Smurf, I know. It's so tricky because this is where I really struggle. At this point in my life, there's so many things that I want to do. The thing is, I love my 9-to-5 job. I want to, like, be good at my job. I also need an income. I want to do as much YouTube as I can. I need to get consistent sleep every night or else I just fall apart. I will not compromise on exercise and fitness. I work out every day. I want to see friends and family. It's like it just never feels like there's enough time for all the stuff that I want to do. There's a great quote that I've heard several people say where it's like, you can have it all, but you can't have it all at once. And that's exactly how I feel in this current, like, part of my life, this current season of my life where it's like, I want to be able to run and train a lot. I want to get tons of sleep. I want to do tons of YouTube content and brand collabs. I want to excel in my day job. I want to go to social events. I want to do, and I'm like, oh my God, it's like, it's so tricky because you can't do everything all at once. So that's where I've been struggling to figure out where I'm like, where can I fit in writing time, and like, what would I have to cut back on? Because the thing is, it's like, I'm so stubborn where it's like, I feel like everything I'm doing now, I love doing. It's really important to me. It rounds out my whole life where I feel like I'm living a very, like, full, balanced life, and I'm very happy with everything I'm doing. So I'm reluctant to cut back on stuff, but at the same time, I'm like, well, I also need to make, like, if someone put it so well in a video I was watching, they're like, if you're not making time for it, it's not enough of a priority for you. It simply is just not, you're not prioritizing it if you're not making time for it in your schedule. And I'm like, oh, that's brutal to hear, because it's like, I want to write the story. I want to write the books about my dad's life, but at the current moment, like, I have not been prioritizing it because I haven't been setting times in my weekly schedule to sit down and write. So that's where I need to do like a self audit where I sit down and look like, okay, how am I spending my time and where can I find time in my schedule to fit this in, / like what could I cut back on a little bit? What would I be willing to cut back on a little bit to make time for this? Because it's important enough. Like, I know it's important enough to like schedule in time, but oh, the struggle is real. It just feels like there's never enough time. Samuel Rojas, thank you. William Lynn, beauty comes from within, which you have. May joy surround you. Julia Child has nothing on you. Thanks, William Lynn. I appreciate it. That's very sweet. Troy Reese, Daniel Burgos, thank you, White Muffins TV. Still got some coffee in here, guys. 44 Carbine, you're still here. Mansoor, good to see you. Gift Ibrahim, I'm doing good. How are you? Alejandro Fernandez says Emotep is hot. Not gonna lie, the guy who played Emotep is a very handsome guy. R. Robert, I mean, I think it's like he's the mummy though, which is like, yuck. R. Robert, Emotep has a soft corner for women, so he would be easy to handle. This is funny. Ocean, oh man. Elijah says mummy spoilers. I mean, no spoilers. That's just kind of like the detailed like summary without it's like what you find on the DVD package, like on the back. The worst of all punishments, yes. William Lima, R. Robert, great explanation. You're definitely a 9-pointer in I don't know what that means. A 9-pointer in something. Booty Shaker 3000. That's a funny username. Thank you, Floppy Disk. I love that movie. Yes, Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. They are so dang good in that movie, you guys. Even though it's like an action suspense, I wouldn't say it's a horror movie, but it has its scary moments. But there's something so feel good about The Mummy. It's like, because it was shot in, well, I don't know when it was shot, but it came out in 1999. It's like the resolution isn't as crisp as a 2025 movie. So I feel like it has like this slight, ever so slight, like graininess to the film resolution. And it looks like it was a movie from the 90s / early 2000s. It's just, there's something where I'm like, oh my gosh, like movies from that era are so nostalgic to me. Elijah says it's definitely The Mummy since she recently rewatched it. Alejandro Fernandez says Emotep has it all. He's a magician. This is so funny because I've never looked at Emotep like this. Emotep has it all. He is a magician. Technically, he's a priest. Perfect tan, loves women, and knows Kama Sutra. Okay. Create with Rach. OMG, I need to revisit. Yes, I am seconding your statement. You need to rewatch it. I actually rewatched it twice because I watched it one night, and I think I was either on a live stream or doing something else, so I wasn't fully paying attention to it, and I was like, wait, hold on. This movie deserves a sit down, like, I'm not gonna be dinking around doing other stuff. Like, I'm gonna sit and actually like watch this movie and pay attention to it, and it's so good. You have to it's like perfect for this season too, Rach. It's on, I think I watched it on Peacock. I know I watched it for free. Floppy Disk says she looked fabulous in the movies Rachel Weisz. Yeah, she is beautiful. And I love the part where she's like, I'm a librarian, and she's very drunk. Juan Nordman, thank you. Apparently libraries are very dangerous places to hang out. Indeed. Barry says Rachel Weisz in The Mummy is what started my infatuation with bookworms and nerdy chicks. Understandable. I mean, she's very beautiful in that movie and very bookish. Randy says her bun drop is spectacularly beautiful. I agree with you, Floppy Disk. Yes, Hollywood movies in the 90s were different. They don't make movies like it anymore. Noms is in Seattle. Flo. I still love the Mummy ride at Universal. Yes, I've been on that ride and it's so good. I'll never forget it. All right, Elijah. Sorry, I know I'm behind you guys. Rudy Patea. Pacific Plays. Caldino. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for the sub. Jesse Frenchman. Idi Amin was not in Ethiopia. Wrong country. Scotty G. Thomas DuPaul. Willian Tavares. Cosborn says Hannah Be Real. Are you talking about like if I were to fight this creature in my poll? Jess Ira, thank you. Sir, thank you for liking my videos. Scotty G from Minnesota, nice. Jess Ira says, just came upon you. What kind of person are you? I mean, I'm a person that really likes going on YouTube. I'm from Minnesota. I'm vegan. Floppy disk. Frog. Your precious Patrick Mahomes just lost. I actually was rooting for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Frog, so I was not rooting for young Patrick. Johnny Doe. Maxime, looks like you might be in Russia. Privyet, Maxime. Go on, SM. Frog says, yeah, you can't succeed at everything. I know, Arbel, so true. We all have just 24 hours to work with. Workout, sleep, and diet are exactly. I have my non-negotiables with the 24 hours that I get every day, like we all do. I will not negotiate with my sleep. I will not negotiate with my diet. And I will not negotiate with exercise. So those are my 3 non-negotiables. I also must show up for my 9-to-5 job. Like, I have no choice. I mean, the alternative is don't show up and get fired. So it's like my 9-to-5 day job is not negotiable. So between those 4 things, sleep, eating, which also involves cooking and baking and grocery shopping, working out, and my 9-to-5 job, which is 40 hours a week, like, it's like you start to realize, like, okay, all the extra time I've got outside of those things, like, I can't, there's only so much I can fit into my free time. Malik, Arbel, Cosborn, riding small chunks at a time is better than nothing. This is true. Andre Robinson, I love it. Yes, keep going. That's, I mean, there's no other way. You just got to keep going. Pijush is here, doing well. El Rulo from Odessa, Texas, also here. Justin, Leo Cabrera. Frog, I have decaf coffee at night, don't worry. Quran official, thank you. Jaguar is guessing Emotep in the poll. Johnny Doe, just a suggestion. Wacky Brine, hello. Just hanging out and chatting. Vote in the poll if you so wish. Guess which of the 4 scary movie creatures that I listed I would be most scared to have to fight. Kristen Marie Cosborn, the main woman from The Mummy, was definitely a teenage crush. Yeah, I mean, I can see why. Jaguar, it's a cult classic. Rach says, remember the Mummy haunted house at Universal? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I do. Matthew Clark says, stiff. Tommy King, Michael Myers, too scary for the list. Actually, no. He's, like, stressful, but I don't find him that scary. Jorge Castro, Danicho, watch THRM, don't know what that is. Yabba Dabba Doo. Also, the humor in The Mummy, it's so good. It's so, there are like corny lines in The Mummy, but they're very funny. Like, the comedic moments are very funny in The Mummy. Jorge Castro, Los Raiders, Floppy Disk, liked and subscribed. Thank you so much. Also, we're at 202 likes, guys. There's 81 people here. Hello, 81 people. Feel free to leave a comment and definitely vote in the poll because I'm gonna, oh, I gotta close this poll. I've been on here now for 3 hours. But yeah, 89 people. Look at this, guys. I love it. This is like, it's been a while since my live streams have been this busy, so I'm of course reluctant to hop off of here. It's a work night, sadly, but I'm gonna still be on here for a little bit. Elijah, yep, I am catching up. Sparsh is here, Healing Mar, Rituals. Yes, go Jaguars. I was rooting for them just a little bit ago. Tommy King, Taylor Swift on The Tonight Show. I saw that she was on a bunch of shows. She was on the Graham Norton show. She was on, was it Kimmel? I was seeing her in a few different places. Levi, I do remember you. Yes, you still have a Che Guevara user profile picture. Floppy disk, sorry, it was Ugandan, yes. Solely for real. Yes, I've been having a really nice Monday and hope you have too. Holy moly, there are 98 people here. Hello, 98 people. Levi, thank you so much. I feel healthy. I actually just ran a 10-mile race yesterday. I'll show the medal again because I was showing it much earlier on this live stream. So I ran the Medtronic TC 10-mile race 2025. This is what the band looks like that the medal is on. It says 10-mile finisher, and yeah, so that went really well yesterday. It was a beautiful morning. I will be doing a vlog. I also plan on posting a short video just highlighting my race because I was running the race but also like filming parts of it. Yeah, I feel overall like pretty healthy right now. Not perfect health, but I feel solid. Shinobi, Elijah, wow, viewing them as non-negotiables is a great way to think about it. I need to frame it. Yeah, it's like, what things in your life are you not willing to budge on? And I think it's, everybody has their own non-negotiables. Like, I have a friend, for example, like, he goes to mass every Sunday. Like, he does not miss mass. That is a non-negotiable for him. I'm trying to think of other people's non-negotiables. I mean, yeah, like day job. For those of us who want to remain employed, like your 9 to 5 or whatever your job is, like that is a non-negotiable. You must go to work in order to keep your job. For some people, like if they need like counseling or therapy, like that, I'm sure for some people, like that is a non-negotiable. Like they will show up to their therapy appointment or their, say they need like physical therapy for a chronic thing. It's like certain appointments are non-negotiables, or, you know, I know there's couples where it's like Friday night, non-negotiable, like Friday night is their date night, like rain or shine, hell or high water. It's like, nope, we are reserved. I actually had a boss like this in grad school, and she like straight up told me in like a meeting it's like, oh, when can you talk about this? Like, and it's like, when are you available? When are you checking your emails? When are you on your phone? And she's just like, I do not do anything on Friday nights. Like that is my like non-negotiable time, like with my husband. And I was like, I respect that. Like you set boundaries, you have your non-negotiables, and like nothing encroaches on your time. I had another professor, now that I'm thinking about this, I had a professor who is, he's still a professor. He is Jewish, and he observes the Sabbath on Saturday. And I remember I worked for, this is a different one in grad school, but I remember just talking about like when we could communicate with each other and check emails and just when we were available. And he's like, I am not available on Saturdays. And I was like, I respect that. Like, that's your non-negotiable. Like, I will not be hearing from you on Saturdays. I heard from him like every other day of the week, like Sunday and Monday through Friday. But it's like, not going to hear from him on Saturday because that is his Sabbath day and he is not online respect. So yeah, I think like setting your non-negotiables / just like I feel like non-negotiables and boundaries are like similar. And I've figured out what like most of my non-negotiables are. I feel like it's still the process of like cementing what those are, and I still try to be flexible as much as I can, but there's certain things I'm like, no, not gonna compromise on this. Los Raider says until YouTube pays the bills. I like that. Shinobi, thank you. I hope so too. I'm just always working toward goals. I find that having goals to work toward is like, I think it's the best way to live. Without goals, I think I would feel very like aimless. Just like, you know, what am I getting up for every day? It's like there has to be, I mean, goals and obviously like people and just enjoying life. But I find like focusing on goals is something I really enjoy. That is a huge cup. Yes, Los Raiders. There's only a little bit of coffee in here left though. Rudra, Sony, I'm doing good. Don Perkins. Yes, I've seen Coraline. Los Raiders, I read Coraline, the book, and it's actually scary. I remember reading it in grade school, and I was like, this is a stressful book. I was like, ooh. I was spooked by Coraline, sorry. Clearly D. Yes, 1999, The Mummy movie. Shinobi, yes, The Mummy is dope. President, hello. Johnny Tuff. Yes, with Benny, the little weasel. He's such a memorable character because it's just like, he is such a little rat. Just the worst. Mr. Prashant, Healing Mar. My favorite go-to herb is probably, oh man, that's tough. I really love, I like thyme, and I like, is garlic an herb? Is that considered an herb? Probably garlic. Best movie to watch this time of year, Donnie Darko. I don't like Donnie Darko. Just icky vibes. Natan Kebeda, Shinobi, 10 miles. Yep, I did a 10-mile race yesterday. Hi, Vic T. Fern says, nice run. Skeletor Raw. Look at the board and I will go through it again. That is clever. I like that joke, Skeletor. Floppy disk. Thank you. The real demon doll, Annabelle. Dolls, not scary to me. Rich with all the member emojis. Thank you so much. Hi, Mohammed, Yeri Kadenge, Andy Herring, good to see you. Happy Monday. Have you ever seen It's the Great Pumpkin? Oh, yes. That is my favorite Halloween movie. So I've seen it a million times, Andy. Natan Kebeda, yes, I'm half Ethiopian. Ginger, I'm doing good. How about you? Floppy just says, bye, Hannah. Need to crash out for another nap. I'm glad I found this channel. Love from London. Thank you so much. I'm glad you found this channel as well. It was great chatting with you tonight. Thanks for leaving all of your comments. Ooh, Ryan Farah, I'm sorry. Breakups are rough. I've had a few in my life. They're not fun. I would say what's worked for me is prioritize getting a lot of sleep, exercising every day, eating really healthy, and spending time with loved ones, like friends, family, you know, your people. I would say those 4 things have been great. And it's like, it's not easy, you know, but if you just keep going and just stay determined, it's like, in time, it will get better. Like if you just take care of yourself and keep moving forward with like a good attitude and don't leave all the toxic feelings behind you, where it's just like, just let go. Don't harbor any negative feelings. It's done. It's over in the past. It does not exist anymore. That has been that's what's worked for me. Justin, Sketch Gaming, Simon Davis, good to see you. Adan, Easy, Chi-Town in the house, nice. How is it going down in Chicago? Solely for real. Have you seen the true story about Annabelle the doll? I mean, yes. The thing is, I do believe in like ghosts and spirits of people. And I'm just very much like, do not go messing around with cursed things. Do not mess with like grave sites, do not go seeking out paranormal encounters. Like, I leave that whole realm. I'm never ever seeking anything from the great beyond. So I'm sure, like, there have been some spooky stories and then they've made movies about them, and it's like, I don't discount that, like, things can be spooky and there's like supernatural stuff, but I'm just personally, I'm like, I'm never trying to mess with anything on that side of things. Thank you, Rolls Royce Roy. Adan Gonzalez is in Arizona. Naveen Khan, solely for real, I agree 100%. Is that with regard to not messing with supernatural stuff or moving on from breakups? I'm not sure, because I know I've been rapidly catching up. Yes, James Lee, I've seen all the Conjuring movies. They just, like, they're entertaining and they've got their frightening moments, but I just don't find them that scary. Healing Mar, okay. Dream Killer, I'm not wearing shoes right now, I'm inside. Yeah, but I would do well for me. 3 out of 4 isn't bad. Think you know which one is missing. Okay, guys, I gotta close this poll question. Vote, vote, vote. You've got like a few seconds left. Try and see which of these 4 monster creature characters from scary movies, which one of these 4 I really would, like, I'd be the most terrified to have to fight. Because I gotta hop off here and get to sleep, even though I want to stay on. It's been so fun tonight, and like lots of comments, really high traffic. Abraham, me scared to run. Miracles happen. I fell asleep. No work. No work tomorrow? Rain all day? Oh my gosh, Rich, wait. I need to pause here and ask, because this is so... I'm like laughing to myself because, for those of you who don't know, Green Day, aka Rich, Rich works his butt off. And it's funny because it's like the universe is making it impossible. Like, I'm certain you can't actually show up and work at your job tomorrow because of the rain. No work tomorrow, rain all day. The $1 million question here now is, what are you gonna do with your day off, Rich? Since you are being forced to not work tomorrow because of the rain. That's exciting. I love it. Like, I love little treats like that where it's like, oh my gosh, surprise. You get a free day. Like, you get a day back in your life that you were supposed to go to work. You don't know. That's such a you response, Rich, because yeah, you are a workhorse. Prithu says, yo, our shot is here. Looks like you're in Pakistan. Hello. Mom is here. Popped in for the end. The first poll question, ghosty cookies. Yes, correct. Those are my favorite from childhood. And I'm about to close this second poll question. These are all creatures / characters that I find terrifying, but there's one I would be like, dude, it's over. Like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do here if I had to deal with this in my life. Will you get paid for a day off? Yeah, I don't have the answer to that. We'd have to hear from Rich. Emily, One Voice, Felipe Del Tome, good to see all of you. Mars is in Coachella Valley, California. Danielle Chacha is in Tanzania. Arshad, hello. Dream Killer. Have you ever stomped on a bug? I think I have in my life. Yeah, I don't do it anymore, but I'm sure as a kid I did it. Chelsea, oh yeah. Epic win this weekend against Liverpool. Last minute. Rich says no. Okay, you won't get paid for your day off. Philippe maybe? Okay, gonna close this poll question and let you guys know what is the right answer. Okay, so just saw the Chiefs lost. Yes, Rich, I was rooting for Jacksonville to win that one. I was very happy for them. Dream Killer, you have an excellent personality. Thank you. I do my best. I mean, I'm not trying to be fake on here, but I do try to just be like reading everybody's comments and kind, respectful. Dwayne Edwards, yeah, The Ring is cursed. That movie is really scary. Matthew Clark, so would that one creature be able to dispatch the other 3 with a prejudice? I'm not sure. Almost 67 views. Oh, I missed it. 6-7. I should have kept an eye out for that. We got 6-7 viewers. Mom says, I thought it would have been in the entity from It Follows. Ooh, that's a really good one. But I think actually the answer to this poll is even worse. But that should have been on my list because that entity is so... You would never, honestly, that the entity from It Follows, I don't think I ever would be able to sleep another fully peaceful night of sleep in my life. Because I would always be wondering, has it unalived everyone prior to me where I'm now the next in line? Like, I don't think I could ever feel fully at peace again with that coming after me. Ugh. So icky. Let's see. Chalo, ice cream. My cousins made me watch The Ring. Oh no, ew, it's so bad. It's so cursed. Yuck. Gianna's mic drop, Alex. Okay, I need to read through the poll results because now they're getting up into the chat. So the second trivia question and the last one of the night. Which of these creatures / characters from scary movies would I be the most terrified to have to face? And they're all terrible. One of the aliens from the movie Signs, that got the most votes out of the 4. 34% guessed that one. It was listed first in the poll, and it's never the first option in my poll. So it would be scary to face one of those things, but actually I don't think I would be the most terrified to face that. Second place, looks like Emotep the Mummy got the second most votes. Emotep is a very, very, by like a hair, like this is second place for me. But it's not Emotep from the Mummy. Samara, the girl from The Ring, I feel like it's not Samara. Like, she's scary, but yeah, I don't know. There's just, she's a little more tangible for me, which makes her less scary, which leads to what the right answer is. It's the demon from Paranormal Activity. Dude, you guys, and this will never happen, but like if I was in the Paranormal Activity universe and I was dealing with a demonic presence that was as aggressive and hostile as that thing, I love those movies, but the acting is so good. And I think like one of the reasons why it was so successful is it's just like, man, I would be losing my mind too if I was having to deal with this, because in the movies, it just gets progressively worse and worse, where it's like not married, but it's a boyfriend and girlfriend living in a house in somewhere California, super cute, super young, and then it's just like the Paranormal Activity just keeps getting worse and worse and worse to the point where it's the girl who's being like followed, to the point where it's like she's actually like getting dragged out of bed by like her feet and like down the hallway, down the stairs. And I'm just like, oh, that would be the stuff of nightmares. Because at the very least, Samara you can see with your eyes, Emotep you can see with your eyes, and what's the other one? The aliens, from Signs, you can see all of those and at least know what you're fighting. Demon from Paranormal Activity, you can't see it, you don't know where it is, but it can still physically like pull your hair, pull your feet, like push you, shove you. That is like the stuff of nightmares, like the stuff that you can't even see that you're up against. No, thank you. No way. So the right answer is Toby. That's what one of the characters names it in the movies. But that would be the scariest for me to face. And to answer your question, Matthew Clark, that is the one from the list that I would recruit to be on my side, because I would not want to be having to deal with this ever. All right, let's quickly whiz through these last few comments. Tommy King, you got awesome vibes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love live streaming on YouTube, and this is also my favorite time of year, so I've got my Halloween stuff out. I've got my witchy pillow and Cornelius the candy corn mug. We got is it Antoja? Antoja, I think. Buster, hello. Rich, actually a scheduled day off even without rain. Course starts Wednesday through Friday. Okay. Toby, Abraham, you got it right. Yep, Toby the demon. Nope. Like, I'm trying to just have the best, cleanest, purest juju. The kids would probably say like aura, but like I am trying to disrespect and antagonize no one and nothing, living, dead, seen, unseen. Like, no. Nope. I'm trying to just live my life very peacefully and just have good vibes and just go about my life normally. Demas Santana, Dietrich Howard says Freddy Krueger, he would be horrible to deal with as well. That would be rough because he actually makes it so you can't even sleep. Emma, capybara in the background. No, that's a squirrel. Emma, Demas, Juju, good to see you again. James Lee, Pennywise is terrifying, but again, it goes back to like, you can still see Pennywise coming for you. You can't see the demon in Paranormal Activity. You just have to hope, like, I hope this thing isn't in the room with me and hopefully it's not just going to decide to, like, pick me up and throw me or yank my hair and, like, no. No. Ooh, Rich, we hit 10.8K subs. We're getting closer to 11K. Amazing. Abraham says, run, LOL. Ice cream, I regularly have sleep paralysis. I've come to enjoy it. Okay, interesting. Hey, I think that's cool that you actually, it's like Uno reverse. Okay, I'm dealing with this sleep paralysis, but now I actually have come to enjoy it and have control over it. That's actually really cool. Elijah, so the poll answer was Toby the demon from Paranormal Activity. No frickin' way. No way. Never in a million years would I want to deal with that. Elijah, okay, that was you. Yabba dabba doo. Once turned up for work, but forgot it was the day off. Oh, man. Diligent employee. Ice cream. Devis Pinot. Let's see. Easy. How did she get rid of it? She didn't. That's the summary. She didn't. She was unsuccessful. Skeletor, Michael Hollins, Kumar, Jerry Griggs, Hereditary, man, that movie is also cursed and icky. I saw it and I'm like, I don't ever want to see this movie again. That is all the icky vibes. Michael Hollins says myself as well. Abhishek, The Maze from Hellraiser. I actually have never seen Hellraiser. I'm going to add that to my list. Dang it, where's my pen? Always disappears. Here we go. But yeah, Hellraiser, that's a movie I just have never gotten around to. It was kind of, I remember being confused as a kid, because in my kid brain, I'm like, why is he like pasty white and bald and have like pins sticking out of his head? That's Hellraiser, right? I get Hellraiser and Hellboy mixed up, but I think Hellraiser is the one with the pins. Abhishek, okay. Matthew Clark says, talking yourself out of the juju of even asking that question, break out the sage. I mean, the thing is, it's like, I have faith that I am kind and respectful to the spirits, whatever they may be, and like, they don't, like, they're going about their business, and like that is like the happy coexistence that I wish to have for the rest of my life. Yeah, but I would do. Thought it was the Mummy. I know. Red herring. Certified hooligan, Skeletor. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Nope. Nope. Not doing any of that stuff. Levi says, kommen Sie zurück nach Deutschland. Yeah, I've already been back a few times. Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers. Ooh, boy. Those are both really horrible. I don't know. I'd have to think on that. Philip Page. Oh, yuck. Dream Killer. I did do karate. I did karate for a few years as a kid. Jose, One Blue Hammock, Evil Dead. Like, cool. I've seen Evil Dead, but I mean, it's not the scariest. Lockveer. Don't watch Hellraiser. Okay, is it like not... I'm curious, like why not? Is it just like a bad movie? Sonia, gorgeous. Okay, thank you, Savio. I gotta head out, guys, because I feel like I blinked and it suddenly became 11:26. Okay, but reminder that my next live stream is this Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. So come on back, people. Before you go, I have a round of thank yous to announce here. Central Time, USA. So come on back, chat some more. You know how much I love these live streams. Hellraiser has always been my favorite spooky movie. Okay. That's good to hear. Shohag, Rich is waving. Rich, I'm eager to hear how you spend your day off. Well, when we get to the Wednesday night live, I'll be interested to hear how you spent your time off tomorrow. Easy unless you believe in them. Yeah. Yep. It's like I'm doing my own thing, living my life. I'm focused on all the goodness and the positivity, and I'm not like concerned, and I'm also not actively seeking out anything. I'm not seeking out trouble. Just don't seek out trouble, and I feel like that's that's a good way to live your life. Dave Turner, Levi, interesting. Okay, Shohag, Oliver Cribley, Baby Harrison, Sonia, Oliver, Shohag, Andy Herring. When's the 24-hour live stream? The next one. Just kidding. There actually is one. Keep spreading your goodness. We appreciate it. I'm glad you asked because I'm happy to answer it before I go. My next 24-hour live stream is, I'll say the weekend of Thanksgiving. So people were asking for another one. Let's see if I can find the turkey emoji. There we go. But yes, I have decided that I'm going to do another 24-hour live stream. Thank you so much for the super chat, Andy, and for raising this point, because it'll be at the end of next month. So the last 2 days of November, which are Saturday, November 29th and Sunday, November 30th. So just remember, I mean, it's still a ways off, but it's still next month, so keep it on your calendars. I will be doing another 24-hour live stream because people were like, you should do another one after Labor Day weekend. Yes, I am doing one the end of November, the last 2 days of November. So I'll put it in poll questions to quiz people and make sure that people have it on their calendars way in advance of when I actually do it. So that's the update, Andy. Easy, have a restful night as well. LOL True, Imtiaz, Sonia, Shohag, Sonia, all right, Shohag, Elvin. All right, Levi, you're a sweetheart, Hannah. Thanks, Levi. I do my best. Okay, so before I go, reminder that my next live stream is in 2 nights. Wednesday night this week, 8 p.m. Central Time Zone in the United States. And then a bunch of thank yous. Let's see. Matthew Clark gave a super chat. Thank you, Matthew Clark. Reaper gifted a happy poop gift. So did Barry. Kuiper gave a super chat, and NC gifted a cake cup. I've never seen that before, but it was like an animated gift. And then Andy Herring NYC just gave a super chat as well. So thank you, all of you who gave super chats tonight and gifts. My sister was in here as a mod, and I don't know if there were other mods here tonight. It's been 3 hours, so my memory is not great. But at least my sister was here, and she's a mod. So thank you to all my mods. Rachie was here tonight, but all my mods are wonderful. Thank you for all the new subscribers. We hit 10.8K subscribers, so we're getting closer to 11K, and every new 1,000 marker is exciting. And just thank you for all of your comments. Thank you, members, for being members of the channel. Feel free to join as a member if you're interested. And thanks for all of the topics tonight. It was really fun, and there were a lot of people who came by tonight. We got up to, I think, 98 viewers was the highest I saw. So this is a really great night, and thank you for the great conversation. And I gotta hop off and go to bed. So I will see all of you in 2 nights' time. Reminder, it'll be Wednesday night this week at 8 p.m. Central. So have a lovely couple of days, and I'll see you guys again Wednesday.